Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adrienne Kieser and I'm your over 50s fashion diva. Here on my channel we talk about fashion of course, but also beauty, lifestyle, travel, and anything trending in social media on any of those topics. So if you want to stay relevant over 50, you've come to the right place. Let me mute all of my screens. How are you guys this evening? I hope you all had a lovely Mother's Day. I need to actually put some lippy on. Okay. Turn all the sounds off. No, no jewelry tonight. I wasn't in the mood. I'm actually not feeling that great, but I advertised I was going to go live, so here I am. I am super excited about tonight because it's been years since I've watched a dog show. I actually many years ago had some friends that were breeders and would also breed best in show winner dogs. That was their thing. They did King Charles, what is it, Cavalier King Charles Spaniels is what they had. And yeah, so I did learn a lot about breeding, what it is like to show dogs. And so it's been something that's been ingrained in me for a very long time. Also, because I do advertise on my channel that I like to talk about things involving a lifestyle. This is where we are. This is something that is sort of a lifestyle category of my channel. So I'm going to get started. Oh, actually, before I get started, I wanted to say that I use nationaltoday.com for a lot of my social media holidays. I could not think. Anyway, was last week, and come to find out, it actually was in February. But I had already had it set in my mind that I wanted to do a live reaction to the dog show, so I decided, why not do it now? I was able to pull some video from the Westminster Kennel Club's channel here on YouTube. So if you want to see more than what I'm going to show tonight, like I'm not going to do the all of the videos that were up there. Some of them were 4 hours long. So we're not doing all of those tonight, but we are going to get into a few of the categories and then going to finish up with best in show, obviously. So I apologize that this is like months late, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. I love dog shows, you guys. I'm kind of addicted, to be honest. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen with you guys so you can start seeing what shows we're going to be watching tonight. So we're going to start off with the working group. And then I did put some agility in there. That's just so fun. So we're going to go over the working group judging and then the herding group judging. Then we've got the agility, and then we've got, you know what I'm saying? 4 hours long best in show. But we've got the full event here. So we're not going to watch this whole thing. Might as well just move this down. But if you do want to watch the entire dog show, there are some groups in within the shows that we're not going to cover tonight, just because they didn't have shorter videos of that particular group of dogs. So I'm only giving you the ones that I could find that we can watch. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with the working group. well, let's do the herding group first, because the working group is kind of one of my favorite categories. So let's start off with the herding group. Like I love to see the toys. That's always my favorite. But we're going to start with the herding group. So let's go ahead and get started with that and see what's happening. I'm really excited for this. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, gotta make it big. Oh,
33 in the herding group out of when they began. You talk about
I had
almost 400.
I had a lot of
Started out, we're down to
growing up.
33. Last year's group winner was Mercedes, the German Shepherd, the cousin of Rumer, who was best in show, the German Shepherd, back in 2017.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some great dogs out here tonight. We have, returning Mercedes. We have an Old English. And our judge is a specialist of the Belgian breed. So, we can see that one of those come in. And, there's some beautiful Belgian dogs out here tonight.
Jason Hope, Chris Myers, we're live from Madison Square Garden and hope you're enjoying night one. Tomorrow,
Yes.
Best in Show, 149th year of this great event. Closing in on 150, and there is Janina Lauren from Ashford, Connecticut, who is judging. This will be her fourth Westminster judging assignment.
And she's certainly an expert of the herding group.
So
She
if
and
you've
her
never
family
watched
have
a
been
dog show,
involved in
this
this
is what
breed
it's
for
like.
a very long
They
time,
go.
and it's so great to see
It's
experts like
actually
this
a
come out
really
here
long
and sort through this very
process to
diverse
get
group of
to
dogs.
Five
the
Best in
breed.
Show
They have to
winners
be
from
qualified
the
in their breed and win in their breed to get to
already
this level.
parking and ready to go.
So whatever the
let's
breed
head over to our
is,
ring announcer,
they
Michael
will
LaFay.
do lots and lots of competitions to figure out
Originally
what's
bred
best
to
in
herd
breed.
cattle in the rugged Australian
And then once
outback,
they
the
are the
Australian
best in
cattle
breed,
dog is
now we're
tough,
at the point
courageous,
where they're
intelligent,
going
and
best in
possesses
breed.
great stamina. Their loyalty, devotion to duty, and protective instincts make them self-appointed guardians of the family and property. Adult coats are flat-lined, weather-resistant, and can be either red or blue. This is Australian cattle dog number 22.
Hey, Fridge.
Owen
so
Wilson
good,
and
so
Matthew
good.
McConaughey have owned Australian
Check that
cattle
gate.
dogs.
Check that gate.
Chris, we're going to see
yeah.
a lot of different styles of dogs based on how they worked. Some were drovers, some were healers where they nipped at the heels of the animals. So, and they all have different builds. Like this dog, their head's so specific because they don't have a lot of depth through the bridge of the above their nose, because if an animal kicked, it would deflect right off and not get injured.
The Australian Shepherd was actually developed in the western United States, where this versatile and intelligent breed has been valued by ranchers for decades as an exceptional herder. An enemy-traded dog, their athleticism and skill let them succeed in a wide range of endeavors, from search and rescue to obedience, agility, and flyball events. This is Australian Shepherd number 40.
Good dog.
And contrary to its name, it's an American dog. Right?
Yeah.
Just so you know, it is an American dog.
And do I see blue? Is that part of the recognized colors in this? I see.
Sure. Once again, they have like blue merle, they have black, they have red merle.
Okay.
So it's a lot of merle and kind of a liver color.
Yeah. They're talking about the dog's coat colors of the breed and the different colors
The
that that
bearded
particular
collie,
breed.
or beardy, is an old
can
Scottish
be.
breed that achieved recognition in the United States in 1977. It is happy to work sheep, play with children, jump through hoops, or do anything with their people. Beardies are independent thinkers, so early fun and imaginative training is the key. This is Bearded Collie number 10.
Okay.
So, we have dogs from all over the world. This dog came up from Costa Rica. I actually judged in Costa Rica and gave this dog a best in show. So it's great to see him
What
here.
stood out when you judge? I mean,
Good
obviously,
dog.
you can
Well,
see.
they have this
So
beautiful long
cute.
gait, open side gait, very powerful.
Yeah.
They're such an intelligent breed. And then that correct coat texture that they have to have.
Number one all
We're
breeding.
still not supposed to shake.
Okay, right around to
And
the
the handler
Okay,
here,
good. Yeah.
David Rodriguez,
That's a beautiful
has shown
dog.
all across Latin America.
Yes, we'll see him all throughout the
Beautiful
world.
dog.
He's traveled all over the
Oh,
world
that's a
showing his
good
dogs.
gait. Look at that. Good
Our
gait.
crew replay all over this.
Yeah.
To see the
So cute.
free-flowing
The Beauceron is an old and distinct French
What?
breed, bred and selected for their aptitude to herd and guard large flocks of sheep. The ideal Beauceron is a well-balanced, solid dog of good height and well-muscled without heaviness or
Yes.
coarseness.
So
A
the judge
formidable
always
dog,
checks
he
the
commands
teeth,
respect
and when they
wherever he
go down the
goes.
body of the
This
dog,
is
they're checking
Beauceron,
the
number
bone
17.
structure, they're checking the muscle
You talk about a
tone,
commanding dog. So this is a dog.
and to be a
They worked
judge
and they moved hundreds of head
is
of sheep
really
a day,
hard because you have
easily
to know
over 50 miles without
everything
ever
about
tiring. And you can see
every
that here,
breed.
their athleticism, their strength.
I mean, she's
They actually,
clearly
the Beauceron
herding group
was used
judge.
for
That
search and
doesn't mean that
rescue
she couldn't be a
at the
best in
World
show
Trade Center
judge, but
site
you have to
after
know
9/11.
all the
This is the
standards
versatility of herding
of the
dogs and
dogs,
some of
of
the
every
working dogs.
dog
They
in
have all these different jobs
so
they can do.
not easy to be a judge. So
Congratulations.
The
they study
Belgian
for
Malinois
years.
is one of 4 similar Belgian
Also
herding
the
dogs
handlers,
recognized
that's
in this
another
country.
job that,
Malinois is distinguished from
it's a
the other
lot of work.
Belgians by its short coat, ranging in color from fawn to mahogany. A proud, agile, strong dog, full of life, it excels at police work, search and rescue, and performance competition. This is Belgian Malinois, number
Very
8.
good. We're going to go about halfway down and back.
And that's the Mick. You want to be the best, you got to beat the best in this competition. And where
wow.
you think of
Look at
Madison
this
Square
dog.
Garden,
Wow.
Yankee Stadium, Broadway, these dogs on display. But this actually is interesting. They have a propensity. This
What I was
breed
saying
to
about the
skydive, trained
handlers,
to parachute independently by SEAL teams.
the people
Belgian
that I knew that
Malinois
were
are
breeders
fierce.
actually
They'll
didn't
climb
show their
walls.
dogs.
I mean,
They
they're used
hired
in
a
so much
handler
police work,
because
military
you have
work,
to know how to
search
handle
and
that dog
rescue,
in the ring.
detection work for bombs, drugs.
Right around
They,
the
they, this,
You
this
really
breed
have
has
to
such
work with
drive.
them
And they're
and
really
make sure
a
that
breed
they know
that
what they're
you need to
doing.
work with them
When
and have, let
that
them
they
have a
don't do
purpose.
anything
You
out
gotta
of
have a
character
long
when the
leash.
judge is,
Right there.
checking them, and
Congratulations.
The
they need to
Belgian
know how to
sheepdog
do
with
the
the
gait
distinctive long black coat was
properly.
originally bred as a versatile working farm dog and family dog, herding the flock and guarding the home. Today they are active and successful in many events such as herding obedience, tracking, and agility trials.
Good.
This is Belgian sheepdog number 16.
Good. Halfway
Yeah.
down and back.
I don't know
Obviously,
that
here
I've
for
ever
this
seen
show,
them all black.
Jason, the lead, you have to have your dog on a leash, the lead. Are there restrictions on the length or the
Here we
type
go.
of collar at all?
no, what we do as handlers is we try to give the dog the amount of leash we think they can handle. So you can see Amanda, she's trying to do a controlled down and back, so she keeps the lead a little shorter. Probably
Yeah.
when she goes around, she'll give it a little more
A little more
leash.
extension. I've noticed that.
And we use different collars depending on the type of dog, the way they
Good
move.
dog.
You know, it's all relative to how the dog shows.
And that they're comfortable, and obviously the size difference, that as you're moving along with them, you have to be in concert.
If you get a show dog, because not everyone,
The Belgian Tervuren is the
breeders
fourth
don't
of the
always
Belgian
get show
breeds.
dogs. They
The
try to get a
coat color is
show
generally
dog,
fawn to
but not
russet
everyone,
mahogany
not
with a black
all the pups
overlay.
will be a show
Bred to
dog.
herd and
But if they
guard,
are a
these
show
dogs excel
dog,
at
they
search and
start at
rescue
birth
and in all
training
areas
them
of
how to be
competition.
good show dogs.
The breed's versatility and graceful, eye-catching appearance are prized by their owners. This is Belgian Tervuren, number 15.
Okay, Vogue.
So we've seen this family of the Belgian breeds, and you know what's most important that we see is that they're what we call a silhouette breed. When you step back, you should see a very distinctive silhouette that truly depicts what this breed is. You should be able to recognize this in a shadow.
That's the
when
last
you
time
see
they
them.
was
Yeah,
the group
the,
win was
the
1983. Amazing.
Batman-shaped ears, but her brother, this is Vogue, won last year, and
Stand right around,
Drop some
please.
comments. Let
she
me
actually
know
competed
one-
against her own
what
children
breed you
today.
think will
Isn't that a
win.
great tribute, though? I mean, that's what it's all
And what's
about.
your
You want to
favorite
produce the
breed?
next generation.
I'd
It's
love to
better
know.
and better.
So please make sure you got me some comments. Let me know.
The Bergamasco sheepdog is an ancient alpine herding and guarding breed. This medium to large, muscular,
Never
and
heard of
heavy
this,
bone
the
dog has an
Bergamasco?
abundant coat that has formed
Bergamasco
flocks,
sheepdog.
allowing them to blend in with the sheep and provide insulation from the climate and protection from predators.
Okay.
Bergamasco sheepdogs are intelligent, loyal, and eager to please, making them wonderful family
All
companions.
of that.
This is Bergamasco Sheepdog, number 14.
Oh my goodness! Look at the
It's a
coat.
It's a great
My
coat.
God.
I know we're all looking at that
Yes.
thinking. So we're going to see a couple
Oh.
dogs that have kind of the same coat, but this is not the same as what you're going to see in the pulley.
So that's like a
Wow.
water.
So this is actually 3 different types of hair
Hair.
on this dog. So there's an undercoat, then there's this goat hair, and then there's this outer coat. And they all form these things. They're not called cords like
No.
on a pulley. It's
Okay.
a flop.
Okay.
So it's very different texture.
Huh.
Look at that dog coming back.
That's a
It's
tell.
great.
The
And
handles
this
and
takes
snout.
years to grow his hair out.
I'm glad you told me to
Oh
call
my
it that.
gosh, I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine
it's a
taking care of
very
that hair.
different type of coat.
Yeah, you gotta get a specialist to work with that coat. Gorgeous
The
though, right?
Berger Picard is thought to be the oldest of the French herding breeds. The Berger Picard is a medium-sized dog with a rustic, tousled appearance, naturally erect ears, and may be
Oh,
fawn or
and by the
brindle
way,
in
the names
coloration.
that are under
People oriented and
that's
loyal, the
actually
Berger
dog's
Picard
real
makes
name,
a
but
good
they give him,
family
like,
pet
the-
if properly
So
socialized.
Eclipse
This
Eight
is
as a whole
Berger
is his real
Picard,
name,
number
but they call him Rupert.
18.
So in case you were wondering
This
what
is
that
one of our
line
rustic
is
herding
underneath,
breeds, you know,
the
and what really
breed
sets it
and the
apart is
name
that coat on the head and the neck. They
is
have
what
this
the
beautiful side
it's
gait.
what
I
Westminster
adore this
recognized
breed. I think they're
them
really
for that
appealing.
name.
They're very intelligent.
So
They're
whether
thoughtful.
people
You know, they have a little
Dixie
different
Belle.
temperament. They're a very thoughtful breed.
Seem happiest when they're actually working and doing
All of
something.
these dogs
Sorry
love
if I'm
to do
telling
their
you guys
job.
things
They
you
love,
already know.
even if it's not the traditional job
Maybe
herding
you're just
sheep, but they
confused
just want to have a
the
purpose. And they
show,
love
but,
to work.
This is
I do
Rupert,
like
who
to
likes
inform
Parmesan
as we go
cheese
along.
sprinkled on his food. I'll have that to go.
For those that are not aware of how
Product
dog
of
food works,
Scotland and England,
I've been
the
watching
Border
them
Collie is the
for a long
premier
time,
herding
so
dog.
I gotta
Their
get it.
ability to
But there's
manipulate
obviously
sheep
a
is
lot of breeds,
legendary, as is their
a lot of
prowess
new
in
breeds
obedience and
that I
agility.
don't know.
Although easily trained, they are so highly motivated to work that they are perfect for the farm, but not for the apartment dwellings unless provided with plenty of outside activity. This
I
is
think
Border
the
Collie, number 17.
CGCA, the CGCU,
And
those
I
are the
mentioned
titles
earlier
that
the
that dog has
researcher
won.
Stanley Coren, psychology
Prior to
professor
tonight.
with canine
So
behavior,
that's their name,
and the
and then
re-releasing
their
of his book on
other
intelligence of
titles that
dogs
they
and
have.
breeds, and the Border Collie
with
was the brightest,
Westminster.
obeying the
Obviously,
Has to be off the
Westminster
chart.
first
is
command
the dog
95% of the time.
Yeah, they're such a smart breed, and I think it
Yeah,
really is
Border
good for the
Collie's
people that
great
want to have this dog.
dogs, obviously.
You have to keep this dog active. It's not a dog that's going to be content just sitting on a couch all day long. It's
No,
they
they need to work.
love to think, they love to pay attention, they love to work. And you can see that
Just
even in the
like
gait,
that
they're
they like to
looking while
work.
they're
Those are-
moving.
yeah.
They're always looking around side
Border
to
Collies
side.
are not lazy
Valedictorian
dogs.
of canines.
They like being
The
worked.
Bouvier de Flandre was developed in the 19th century as a farm dog in the northern
And by
hills
the way,
of France and Belgium. He's
okay,
been known
so
throughout history as
Paris
the milk
utterly
cart dog.
priceless.
His
And then
strength and
the
agility, coupled with his
things in the
intelligence
front
and
are
serene
also, like,
disposition,
with titles
make him
that
both a strong
Westminster
worker
gives
and a
them.
fine companion.
So
This is Bouvier de Flandre,
the
number
Flandre,
10.
never heard of it.
You know, one of the things
that a
we think
French?
about
Is
in
it
the history of
French?
these breeds is how they worked and what their purpose was. So if you didn't have one
Exactly.
purpose, you
I was
could use them
just
for
gonna
something
talk
else. So
about
this was a carting dog. This
Okay.
herded. This was a guardian dog.
Okay.
And this coat was protective.
this is
So it's a
so
double coat. The
good.
outer coat's harsh with
Okay,
rough hair.
farm
The inner
dog
coat's soft,
lived in
light, and dense.
And the short stubbed
31.
tail.
I've never heard.
Yeah, so the tail's
Before
docked
when?
here,
Most
so they
recent
can
in
have long
2019,
tails.
Oh,
In
they
other
can.
countries,
Okay.
the tails
Okay.
have this protective beard. You know, it's not just to make it look pretty. They have face fall to cover
They're
their
just to
eyes
make
and
it look
protect their
better,
eyes.
They're actually
And
there
when he
for a
goes
purpose.
upright, you see how big.
It's a big, they're a big
And a lot of
breed.
people
Yeah, they're one of
don't.
the
That's another
larger
thing
breeds.
people may not know is, sometimes dogs
The Briard is
show
an
dogs,
ancient breed from
they
France,
have
serving
their
as a
coat,
sheep herder, guardian, and all-around
is
farm dog.
part of what
Vigorous,
it is
alert,
that
and
they do. So these
self-confident, they
herding
have the
dogs
strength and
and
power to
herding
do
dogs
the
are
job
just
for
that.
which
They
they were
work
bred.
on farms, they work
Distinguishing
in fields, they
characteristics
work in,
include a long,
to
wavy
herd
coat,
cattle.
dew claws on his rear
and to
legs, and a
herd
crook at the end
animals.
of the
So
tail.
that's
This is
herding
Briard,
group.
number
Then we're
7.
going to go into the working group, and these are
This is
other
Remedy, and
dogs
we
that are working
have talked
dogs.
earlier
They
about
may
dogs
be,
making comebacks, different
CNI
ages of
dogs, or they
dogs,
may be
and
police
Remedy is
dogs,
5,
or,
but planning to
that
retire
kind of thing.
after
So,
WKC
a
to
very
become a
young
mom
handler here.
and a therapy dog at hospitals to help out.
Okay.
Yeah, Briards are so smart. And, I think Briards get better the older they get. They're one of those breeds, like a German Shepherd.
Yeah,
that
and
just ages
handlers
so
also
well.
start very
Look
young.
at that pose. Those beautiful ears, the correct
Yeah.
coat texture, that hook tail.
handlers.
They describe their
There's like
movement
a
like
whole
Quicksilver
college
because they have to make
that they
these
go
quick turns
to
and springing
become
starts.
handlers.
Good illustration right there.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, you can start very,
Named for
very
the ancient
young.
land of
You
Canaan
can
and
start
its
at
origin
the, like
dating back to
14,
biblical
15,
times. The Canaan dog is Israel's only
starting to
native
handle
dog.
dogs.
A herding and sentry dog for the ancient Hebrews, the
So
breed lived as a
Revelation
feral dog for over 2,000 years in the desert, where it
That's her
survived
name.
independently until it was redomesticated in 1935.
The
This
GC
is Canaan dog, number 9.
is like a
We've
Westminster.
talked about dogs we've developed. This dog has
thing,
stayed
whatever, you know.
virtually the same for all these years. There's not a lot of introduction of other breeds to change the way it looks or the style of the dog. This is
Good
how the
markings
breed
on this
existed
dog.
and looked hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
Kim Kalbaka
Exactly.
has shown for quite some time and
So
showed the
talking
min pin
about
in the toy
dogs
group
and
earlier
the way
tonight.
that their coats look.
And this
When they're show dogs,
particular
they actually show
dog
the
is,
coats
well, it's
the way
giving
it's
high
supposed
fives.
to be. When people cut
In Welsh,
like
corgi
hooves
means
down
dwarf
and all that,
dog.
you know, or
The
let
cardigan is
hair
the
get long and all
corgi
that.
with
That's
the
not the way
tail.
they're supposed to be.
And it is one
They're
of the
actually
oldest
cut
breeds
that
in
way
the British
to
Isles, dating to
be part of what it is
1200
that they're
BC.
doing.
He was developed as an all-purpose farm worker and companion.
Oh, it's so
His
cute.
willingness and trainability allowed him to perform in performance events. This is Cardigan Welsh Corgi, number 21.
That's adorable.
Oh, to that little R2D2.
Notice the eyes right away
R2D2.
when they had that tight shot.
Yeah, very typical in the Merle coloring. So that sometimes the eye colors go with the coat color, where you have like a liver colored
blue
dog that has to
eyes.
be a brown color. With Merles, you can have that different colored eye. It's very, very typical.
Oh yeah, because
You know,
the
something we
corgis
should
can
talk
have
about is
like one
color.
blue eye, one
Some of
brown
these
eye.
breeds, like Merle, exist in this color, in this
Yeah, he's
breed.
got those ice blue eyes.
Other breeds, that color exists. So be aware of that. Read your standards before you buy a dog, because some of these colors that they say are
he's
unique
got
and
two
rare,
eyes. He's got
they don't
two eyes,
exist.
yeah.
They were bred into something.
Good dog, good dog. I don't want to see the gate.
Collies originated in Scotland, where they were bred to gather, move, and protect sheep.
Okay.
They were selected for herding because they are gentle, alert, and intelligent. The breed comes in 2 varieties, the rough coat and the smooth coat. One standard is used for both varieties.
I
This
love
is
the
Rough
names.
Collie,
I do.
number
It's one of my
12.
favorite parts. All right, Keeper. This dog, though. Look at this collie. Beautiful. I actually, sadly,
The hallmark of this breed
kind
and
of
the
know
other
who
collie
wins,
as well
but
is
not really. Like,
well-blunted lean
when I was
wedge.
saving the
It's
video.
very
Who
slight.
wins,
When they
but
say
I
stop,
really
it's kind of
changed it, though, so I don't
median
really
part
keep it
between
really
the eyes
different
where there's a
wins.
little indentation.
I don't
For
even know
people
if
at
it's
home, so we
in
call for a
any of
very
these groups
slight
that we're going to be
amount of that, so
watching,
we
the
want it
herding
really
or the working
carved
group
out,
tonight.
because it would take away
To
from
be
that
honest,
beautiful clean head.
These make great therapy dogs. They come in different color
dog
combinations, very
color
intelligent
on
breed.
that
And
dog.
they really do bond with the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Lassie,
Good family
they're referred to as Lassie dogs.
Lassie dogs.
Yeah, just a great breed and such a beautiful moving dog.
I know y'all would rather
And
hear
now for
them
the second
commentate, but I'm a
variety
good
of collies,
commentator,
the
right?
smooth. While the
I hope
rough-coated
y'all are
variety was
enjoying my
developed for the
commentary.
colder northern climes of Scotland,
Oh,
the smooth collie was used primarily as a cattle driver in the south of England.
Okay.
This is Smooth Collie, number 19.
Okay.
Right, that's right. Let's see her bite.
A lot of chatting going
That
on
Came back
there.
halfway down.
You know, something we just saw before she went over the dog is what we call this free stack. And some of these breeds are known for their
Look at
very
that
natural
gait.
presentation. They don't place the
Wow.
legs in a certain spot. They just let the dog stand on their own, which is
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
smooth
She's
collie was
giving them a
doing.
lot of lead, though.
Lovely
That's great.
what was doing
I love
I
it.
must say.
Yeah.
Just like this. I mean, here's another beautiful free stack.
Okay, very good.
1888.
Yeah.
Oh, never won?
Just looking beautiful.
No group win.
The stack,
Wow.
obviously, it's a stand, so you're not sitting, or can the dog sit and still?
They can sit, but what we judge them on is how they're built standing.
Right. So yeah, I mean, while the judge is judging, they
The
can
Henley
sit.
Booker Mountain
They're,
dog is the smallest of the
you know,
four
if they
Swiss
do, there's no point
Sun
deductions
breeds.
on it.
Originally from the Henley Book
That's
Valley
a
of
C-
Switzerland, the breed
CATC,
is prized
so
as a herding and all-around
SOAF
utility
Big Guard.
dog. These distinct smooth-coated tricolor dogs are an intelligent, high-energy breed.
Guard.
Best for people with an
If
active
you know, you know.
lifestyle.
They were gonna buy
This is Henley Booker Mountain Dog, number 6.
So cute. Oh,
So when he said cinnamon, that means tricolor. So this is one of the 4 tricolor
cinnamon.
dogs.
Okay.
And what's really great is they consider this dog the Swiss Army knife of the canine world, because it really just could do everything.
Yeah.
Even though it's small
That
size,
looks like
it was an adaptable. And it was eager.
A laughing dog. I tried out some material. They were not entered though in last year's show. First entered in 2012.
Yeah, they're a relatively rare breed. We don't see too many of them at the dog show, so it's really nice for the public to get to see a nice representative here.
Really good
The Finnish
dog. Look at
Lapland
that
is a
dog. That's
reindeer herding
beautiful
dog from the north of the Arctic Circle.
Okay.
Their double coat is waterproof and serves them well
So,
in the coldest
Sugar Rock
climates.
Magical
For
Mystery
years, they've been
Tour.
very popular
All
in
right,
Scandinavia
Ringo.
as family pets, and
Love the
also
name.
excelled in obedience, agility,
I'm gonna be doing it all
and the
night,
show
y'all.
ring. This
I'm
is
gonna be calling out
Finnish
them names 'cause
Lapland,
they're so
number
cute.
15.
Halfway down it.
Okay. Finish lap.
You know, and
A Lapland.
when we talk about kind of survival
Ooh,
characteristics,
look
this
at the
dog's
face.
coat's actually a double coat. So there's a soft undercoat and then this
Okay.
hard outer coat. And that actually helped repel the water, snow, ice.
Okay,
It's
all right.
really a
Go for
protective
hard work in
barrier
the
to keep the
Frigid
dog
temperatures. Okay,
warm
yeah,
in
yeah,
these
I can see
harsh
that.
conditions.
Powerful.
And their toes are spread out, right? Their paw
Comfort
pads are
dogs.
kind of cloaked in fur.
Well, they have
Almost like
the
Cute.
protective fur, but their feet are relatively tight. You don't want a broad foot because
Okay.
in most breeds, the broad foot isn't safe for the dog to have because it hurts their feet.
Unless
The
they're
German
water
Shepherd
dogs,
dog is a
maybe.
highly intelligent, exceptional family dog who enjoys the endeavors of its
That's a
owner.
good collie.
Originally bred
I mean,
as a sheep herding and
German
protection
Shepherd.
dog in
Let's say
Germany,
collie.
today it is competitive in herding,
Okay, so
obedience,
police,
agility, and
Mercedes.
tracking.
All right.
Very successful as a service dog and
Oh,
a
but that's
policeman's best
Maryland.
friend and protector. This is German Shepherd dog, number 20.
That's kind of the area I used to live in at the
mentioned-
time that I knew these breeders. So, yeah.
At the top of this broadcast, very popular at 5-year-old Mercedes
Because this dog is beautiful.
and German Shepherds.
Most recent.
After going a stretch, they had won the
2017
herding group
last-
2 of the
the
last
last
3 years,
show win.
and was 22 and 24.
for that dog, for that breed of dog. Not that dog.
And Kent does a great job with this breed. He's becoming quite well known for showing beautiful German Shepherds. And,
Okay.
Ken
They're
Boyle.
talking about the
Yes.
handler.
and Cynthia and Romy and Sherry Moses, their owners, they're also deeply involved with the German
Look
Shepherd
at the
breed.
gait
Does
on
a great
that
job.
dog.
And Mercedes,
Beautiful.
the cousin of Rumor.
Oh, there we look at that dog.
Won it all
2017
here.
Shepherd. Wow.
2017.
Gorgeous.
No longer a rumor, a fact, and maybe a chance for
Yeah,
Mercedes
2017.
to cruise
That's-
tonight. Let's go back to our
Oh.
ring announcer, Michael LeFay.
And by the way, if you've never watched that movie,
The Icelandic
Best
sheepdog
in show.
arrived in Iceland on longboats with the first Viking
especially if you
settlers.
like dogs.
A hardy and agile Nordic herding spitz that has a thick, weatherproof coat. Confidence
Oh my
and
goodness, look
lively
at this
bearing
name.
are
Ooh,
typical for
House
this
Break came from
gentle,
the north.
intelligent,
Oh,
and
look
happy
at all
dog.
the titles. Wow.
Highly alert, it will give visitors an enthusiastic and cheerful welcome.
In the
This is
north.
Icelandic sheepdog, number 9.
Wow, a lot of titles. This dog
You
has
know,
a
he talks
lot
about
of
this
titles
cheerful
here,
welcome. This was a herding breed that used its voice to herd animals. So
which means
you
it has
know,
a lot of wins, basically.
we encourage some of these breeds to be vocal because it's how they work. It actually helped them do their job more efficiently than a silent dog. Just guided the animals around, and they could go and bark and move the animals from one place to another much more efficiently.
Got it.
And we heard
Good
somebody else
dog.
is speaking right now. This guy's being
Look at
quiet.
the
but-
stance
I
on
was
that
going to say, so it
dog.
looks like they're always smiling. They have that kind of look. They
Yeah,
do.
they're always right on that edge of expectation to maybe I should speak. A great little dog.
Listen, I know a lot about breeds and I know a lot about dog shows, but at the end
The
of the day,
Lancashire
aren't they
Heeler
just
is known
dang
for
cute?
its medium to high energy levels combined with
Okay.
intelligence,
Ooh, I can't
alertness,
even
and
read
friendliness.
this. Oh, I can't even read
This
that
sturdy
name.
breed has a short, weather-resistant coat in black or tan or
And there's
liver
a
and
lot of
tan.
titles.
The Lancashire Heeler excels at herding cattle while also exhibiting terrier characteristics for hunting rabbits and rats. Although the breed's history dates back to the 17th century, its exact origins remain unknown. This is Lancashire Heeler, number 7.
The mighty little dog.
Yeah, 17th century, but it wasn't until last year. That was their first year as a recognized
Oh,
breed
wow.
here at
In the
Westminster.
United States.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
okay,
when we
okay,
say they're
okay.
new breeds, most of these are not new breeds. They're breeds that haven't been popular in the States and get brought over here, and somebody establishes them here.
There we go. Good.
There you go. Uses his ears, looks attentive, thinks about what he's going to do next.
But if you're a dog and want to win a show, this is the one you want to win.
I can't with the little dog.
The miniature American Shepherd
really
was
want to
developed
find
in
the toy
California during the
But sometimes they
1960s.
add them into
These
the
dogs were
working
bred
group.
for their small size, intelligent trainability, and herding instincts. This active dog needs both exercise
On the
and
Ocean
training.
Symphony of the Sea.
Whether working stock, navigating a agility course, or doing therapy work, the miniature American Shepherd does it all with due
Oh,
diligence.
look at the color.
This is miniature American Shepherd, number 8.
Beautiful dog.
A favorite of Hollywood, appearing in Air Bud, also in
I don't know what that
Good Boy.
is. Don't know what
Among
that
the owners, Steve Jobs, Steve Spielberg, that have had
is. I'll have the American Shepherd.
the miniature American Shepherd at some point.
And this dog's enjoying great popularity
Popular
right
with
now.
the
I see them in
equestrians.
shows quite a bit with very large entries. So that, I'm sure this dog
Very
feeded quite a few
intelligent.
today to get here to Best of Breed.
Very good, right around to the
That's
end.
great.
They travel well. That's an excellent. They're excellent watchdogs.
And they have a beautiful, athletic, powerful gait. It's great
Yeah,
side
look,
movement
that is
there.
a good gait. We barely can see those
The
legs
Moody is
moving,
a
man. They are
Hungarian
fast.
farm dog bred to herd the most stubborn of livestock. A true working dog, the Moody is known for its courage, trainability, and self-clean to quickly learn tasks makes him exceptional at many dog sports. This is Moody, number 18.
Okay, off you go. I'm about halfway down.
Okay.
And they're
And no
very,
tail.
very agile,
Okay.
obedient. They
Oh,
excel
look
at
at
fly
the
ball.
little,
We saw
little
that
tail.
over
Yeah,
there.
so we saw quite a few in fly ball over the week. We have quite a few Hungarian breeds in the herding group.
Rosalind Myers is a
Here,
junior
eligible
handler.
for the show. Oh, origin from Hungary. Grows
I love senior
self-cleaning
juniors
dogs.
out here
Oh, a
presenting dogs. You know,
self-cleaning
this is how I got my start, and these juniors do such a
Very
great
good.
job.
Right
They're
around
such
to
a
the
credit
end.
to the
Thank you.
sport.
The
And,
junior
you know, hopefully
handlers. Yeah,
they're-
he's
they're
talking
our
about,
future
yeah.
breeders, and you know they learn all of the characteristics of how to be a good little competitor too.
Because they
The
are also
Norwegian
judging the
Bullhund was
handler
once
as
the
much
cherished
as the
companion
dog.
of Vikings. Bullhund means farm dog in
You have to be
Norwegian,
able
and
to
he is a
show
versatile
the
breed that
dog.
herds livestock,
And
guards
there's a
property,
thing
and
to
has
it,
been
you
used
know?
for hunting game. His double-coated, squarely built Spitz-type dog with an intelligent,
Nothing
friendly
better
expression.
than
This
this.
is Norwegian Bullhund, number 10.
Okay, about halfway down.
Do you notice, Chris, how some of these herding dogs, when they walk, their heads are kind of down and they're looking back and forth? Well, this breed actually herds in a works in a much different way. They hold their heads high, so they have this what we call like a loose eye
They're
approach to
companions of the
herding.
Vikings.
So they're not kind of on the ground and darting back and forth. So they're much more upright,
I love you.
and they're
love you,
looking above and seeing what's
That was so
going on
cute.
instead of
Right
a
around
low
to the end. Thank you.
perspective.
And is that
It's
part,
really unique.
part of the standard that the judge is looking for? That their
Sure.
head, yes.
So you'll see the head carriage here. That dog's head is much higher than
Yeah, look at his
Say
little
the
ear
border
goes down
collie.
when he walks. That's so cute.
The Old English Sheepdog emerged as a distinct breed in the mid-19th century, evolving from herding stock. It's also known as the bobtail.
Give me
With a hard
score.
double toe resistant to weather and brambles, he excels as a drover, handling cattle or sheep on the way to market. This is Old English Sheepdog, number
Look at
20.
this dog.
There's
Beautiful.
a face in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, this is a breed you really have to get your hands into the coat.
Halfway down.
Yeah,
It should
you
have
do.
a correct
To see
texture,
the
but then
bone.
there's the
And
very
the
unique shape. You know, we talk about
and
pear
the
shape. Well, they're
skeletal
reversed that way. The top
hair,
line's
you know.
unique,
You
so
know.
you have to feel every part of the dog, boning, substance up. When you put your hand on top of that head, you should feel this big, broad head of
And
it.
yeah, that's
Easily
what they do. They
fill
check the
hands
head
on.
size and everything.
And they
And
have
they're all
this
like,
shambling
"Look,
gait that you'll
I know
see.
what is that thing.
look at the
Loud,
coloring. Oh,
distinctive
my
bark.
God,
The crowd loving this. They do need a lot of grooming.
They do need a lot of grooming.
They love
Gotta pay
long
somebody
walks.
from that dog. Look at this hand.
Great, great stop there.
Yeah, nice little back and forth glance. Graham is from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Oh, he wanted to kiss him on the nose. He's a good
A
dog.
multi-generational
He's a
family
good
here that
dog.
bred this breed. They've
Oh,
really
my
done a great
God.
job keeping it where we belong. Look at that head. Beautiful.
And the great
second
thing
Corgi
is
breed
that
is the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, which is developed in Wales as a
dogs
livestock
know
and family
they're
dog
being
and
watched.
dates back from at least the 10th century.
So they put it
The
on.
Pembroke is recognizable by their foxy face, sturdy
Try
build,
both.
moderately long, low shape.
Ravensy.
The physical agility and affectionate temperament are paramount characteristics of the Pembroke. This is Pembroke Welsh Corgi, number 19.
Okay.
So to the untrained eye, it may look a lot like a cardigan. It is not the same.
Okay.
The structure of the front
Oh
is
my God,
different.
so cute.
The
Look at
straightness,
the little-
these have straight
Look at
legs,
this
where
little
these other
feet.
does
I
not.
love it.
Obviously, there's a tail on the cardigan. The
Yeah.
length, the ribbing is different. So there's
Okay.
all these little features. Look at that stuff. That's great.
And if you don't give them a job, they kind of assign themselves a job.
They're busy little guys.
They'll herd your children around or other dogs.
That's so
They
cute.
love their herd. It's amazing. The kid's going somewhere wrong, the dog herds them right back in.
You know, they smell
First
like
documented in the 13th century, the Polish Lowland sheepdog is a herding dog of considerable ability. The double coat is long, dense, and shaggy. Being strong-willed, they do best with a master that is willing to train and socialize them.
Onwoods.
This is
Keenan.
Polish Lowland sheepdog, number 10.
Okay, good dog.
You talked about the intelligence scale of the dog.
Right.
So this dog's really known for its memory. So once you teach a dog what it needs to do, it's one of the few dogs that they actually say can work alone,
Yeah.
because they have such a great memory of
Their
the
dog.
perimeters they were supposed to herd within and where the animals were supposed to go. So they're really unique in that way.
Beautiful dog.
And we talked about that conversion. You asked me
forgot
about
about
even
that.
about the Frenchie or something.
They do.
So their legs move in a parallel movement, unlike
just
some of the other
on
breeds
when
that
they
converge
stop
on
the
line.
dog, like when the dog goes up and back, like how it stops. If it stops
The
on the
Puli
time
is an
as
ancient
you
breed
order.
of Hungary, introduced by
Yeah.
the migration of the Magyars over 1,000
Another
years
dog
ago.
with a coat.
He has the same corded coat as seen on the Commodore.
Yeah.
Adept at handling large herds and
Like
flocks, the
Disney,
Puli is
the
keenly
music
intelligent
man.
and deeply devoted to his owners. This is
Puli.
Puli, number 7.
Yeah.
So the coat here, it's kind of wavy, curly.
Yeah.
With
So this is the corded one.
cords. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I was going
Yeah,
with
this
this.
is
I
a
don't know
corded.
how you.
And what's the purpose or the function? Is that
So it'll cord because it has a soft woolly undercoat, and the outer coat is a harder texture, so it allows this hair to cord and wrap around.
Okay.
And some of these
You
take
say what
years
its
to get
purpose
that
is.
coat all
and then you trim it, right? It has to be
Yeah, they can trim it to the
keep it
ground.
to the
Thank you, right
okay,
around.
shape.
And look at that pulley just stopped straight.
Oh.
And
Oh,
they,
it's so
they're so
cute.
known for
He's
this
doing this
distinctive
style.
quick stepping gait, very athletic and elastic. You can see they're lively.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
great.
they just have
Saw
to be
them hop
good
there
snow
from them a
dogs,
moment ago.
you know.
An ancient Hungarian herding breed, the Pumi
Yeah.
was developed by
That's
shepherds
amazing.
who developed a dog that would herd their cattle, sheep, and pigs
Oh, I
on the
can't
way to
even
small
know.
farms in the western of Hungary. This is medium-sized dog spirited with a wavy and curly hair, is intelligent, willing to work, and a quick learner. The breed is characterized by a square outline, circular tail, and semi-erect ears, and its whimsical expression. This is Pumi, number 16.
Oh, what a
You can see
face.
the ears are so unique on this breed.
Yeah, they kind of
That's
flat
like improving life
back
of
like
shepherds.
he's
Oh,
ready to take a dive here.
love that. Good
And
herding
this
dog.
breed worked close. So
So
something like a
cute.
border collie, who kind of far ranging and kept a big group. They actually
Oh my
work very
God,
close
that
to the
is
herd they were working with.
cutest little face. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they put it
The
on. The
Pyrenean
dogs know.
shepherd
They
hails from the
do put
Pyrenees
on
Mountains of
the show.
France. They were the traditional
They know
working
they're being
companions
judged.
of the larger dog, the
Now,
Great
breezy
Pyrenees,
violet
and were
celestial
bred to
dog.
herd sheep and other livestock. They come in 2 varieties, smooth-faced and rough-faced, referring to
Okay.
short or shaggy hair. These shepherds excel at agility events and also make wonderful family companions. This is Pyrenean Shepherd, number 11.
Okay.
Always like to hear that they make great family companions. This
Yeah.
breed could cover up to 25 miles a day working alongside
Wow.
someone
Oh,
farming
no.
or shepherd.
Look at this.
And they actually work with the Great
Good game,
Pyrenees.
though.
So, they didn't have to be the
Amazing.
protector. They could actually just focus on the herding aspect,
Let's do our
whereas
stuff,
the
honey.
Great Pyrenees was the guardian of the flock. So they really worked well in tandem, which
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
usually hear about
Good
two
job,
different
good
breeds
job.
working together.
Yeah, it's so amazing because they know they're being judged, and they will put on
The Shetland
the
Sheepdog
charm
originated
for
in
the
the
judges.
Shetland Islands, developing there and on the British mainland as a popular and affectionate companion and farm dog. His color may be sable, ranging from light golden brown to a dark mahogany, black, or blue merle.
Kel,
The
guess
Sheltie's
who?
intense desire to please his owners makes him an outstanding worker in obedience and agility trials.
Okay.
This is Shetland Sheepdog number 14.
Okay. Oh.
They're
Look at
playful,
that
intelligent. They
coat.
really enjoy playing with children and
Oh,
someone
that's a
teaching them tricks or
beautiful
learning new
dog.
tricks.
Wow.
Yeah, when
Look at
these
that
work,
gate. Good
they
gate.
would drive the sheep into enclosures. They would protect you on land. They barked a lot and they leaped a lot to kind of scare away
2020.
predators. So all these dogs work a little different.
Beautiful dog.
Right around here.
It's interesting over the years what
That's great stuff.
what they were
It was a good
originally
stop.
bred for and now being shown.
Oh my God, this dog is beautiful. Look at the face. You just want to kiss it. No.
Spanish Water Dog is a rustic, medium-sized, curly-coated all-purpose farm dog used primarily to herd goats, sheep, and cattle. The breed is devoted to its people and happiest when it has a function to perform. Because of its intelligence, trainability, and athleticism, this breed excels in all dog sports. This is Spanish Water Dog, number 7.
So adorable. I
Have a good time.
cannot with this dog. It's so, yeah. Look
I think one of the things we need to talk about with all of the purebred dogs is this predictability we have. We know the temperaments. I can tell you the temperaments of all these dogs, and they're all a little different, but that's because they're purebred dogs.
Yeah.
And so they're not mixed with anything. And people bred these dogs to have very specific temperaments. That's why I can say that's a better dog in a house. That's a better dog for a family, an active dog. It's really important with the purebred dogs.
He's so cute.
The Swedish Valhund is a very old Spitz-type breed dating from the days of the Vikings.
You guys know I
Small,
talk about
powerful, and
fashion.
fearless, they have been
This
kept
time
for
it's
centuries
doggy
as
fashion.
all-purpose farm
Talking
dogs
about
for
these
herding
goats,
cattle,
gorgeous.
rodent control, and alerting farmers to
Valkyrie's
visitors.
Canadian
The double
bacon.
coat and characteristic harness markings are essential features of this breed. The tail may be long, stubbed, or bobbed. This is Swedish Valhund, number 7.
Yeah.
I think Chris, you'll start to see this
and by the
pattern.
way,
They describe
you
this as a
didn't catch it
healer.
earlier,
You can see they're
talked about,
smaller, more
that
compact,
inward,
low to the ground
That's how you
dogs.
start. You
Makes
start
sense
as
now. You start to see
junior
this pattern
handler,
of what we
and
developed
then,
with these
you
different
know,
breeds
the
and how
more
they
years
work.
you
So
get
this would
under
nip
your
at the
belt,
heels and drive them.
you'll rise up the ranks.
And they're of course vocal. They use their voice. It's really imperative to have this trait that they would sound off.
Mm-hmm.
You like it? You like a dog that speaks
Oh my
up, but he's in the center of attention. The last of the 33 dogs competing here in the herding group. We've already had
33.
From the hound group, the Whippet, from the toy group, Shih Tzu, and
That's
from
what
the
I wanted,
non-sporting
was
group,
the toy
the
group.
Bissam Frichet. And who will be our fourth before we get to the 7
Oh, here we
that
go.
will compete tomorrow night for Best in Show.
I'm
Janina
gonna have to
Lauren
find it, especially now
with
that
the
he's already
glance.
announced who won in the toy group. I still want to see it. Maybe we'll search it. We'll search for
Look
it.
at Belgian sheepdog. Face that one.
Very nice.
Belgian
It's
sheepdog
nice that
coming
she
out.
really appreciates one
Sorry.
of the Belgian breeds, the Berger Picard. The Canaan dog,
Just making a short list.
Smooth Collie,
German Shepherd.
This is
Oh boy. Oh, look how happy he is. I was gonna say you gotta put that doggy in there.
crazy for that dog.
That gray and white is gorgeous dog. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Perennial.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Here's a short list.
What a beautiful group
Okay,
of
back up
dogs.
one at a time, please.
All right, here she goes.
And this is about the function. I mean, this really
All right.
comes down to their soundness, their
Oh,
movement,
man.
and very breed specific too.
That gray and white dog. Okay, she's taking them
One
all
last
around
look.
one at a time.
Really is amazing all night. We've had over, 113 total dogs, and we just have not seen a misstep.
No, the dogs have put on a great show.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Their handlers, right in sync.
Canadian dog moving out beautifully. This smooth collie, just looking great. The shepherd with that beautiful open
That's
trot.
a beautiful dog.
Miniature American.
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh, the crowd loves us old English tonight.
his old English is everything. He's so cute. He's
And the
so
Pyrenees.
cute.
These Pyrenean shepherds are so great on the
Oh my
go. I
gosh.
just love watching them run.
Listen, I don't know
I can
how
just
they
imagine them in the
choose,
field
honestly.
working. She's got a great smile on her face. She's in
does.
heaven right
She's
now.
happy with her choice. Where's she
I
going
love
to
to
go?
see the judges
Where's she
smile. They
going?
just crack that last smile
Is she
because
gonna
they
do
just
a
know
shorter
they're so
short
close.
list? Or is she just going to name them out?
We got the German Shepherd pulled out first.
Oh,
the
that's
Old
what
English,
is that how she's going to have them? 1, 2, 3?
Berger Picard.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it.
All right, so it is
The
Mercedes.
Shepherd won.
The German Shepherd, again, the cousin of Rumor. Going back to 2017, the early years of our
Okay.
broadcast of this great event. Send it down to Jamie Lowe.
Oh, good
Well,
job.
Kent does it again with Mercedes like last year. Kent, we showed you winning this big show with Rumor, and now, once again, you got another opportunity. What is it about this breed, Kent, that you just love so much?
Oh, they're just so much of a joy to work with all the time because they give you almost everything they've got all the time, and they're super dependable and
She knows she
very
won.
versatile, and they're just a joy to live with.
She's beautiful. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
She knows she won. That was impressive. All right, here we go with the
You
work
better
week.
move over because the big dogs are in the house. We got the
Oh,
tall enough to
boy.
my personal favorite seats are from their dog. Seriously.
The toy group. Just give me one quick second. I don't know that we're gonna have time to watch it, but we're gonna find it anyway. Okay. It's really annoying. Like, if you ever just go to YouTube and click on YouTube, like it always pops up some random, which is really annoying. Like, I just wanted to. Okay, let's see. Westminster Dog Show 2025. But we want the toy group. Okay, here we go. Westminster Dog Show 2025 toy group. Okay. Okay, but how long is it? Oh, okay. Okay, we can add it, you guys. We got to do the toy group. Although he already announced who won, I still want to see it. All right, so I just saved it to my watch later list. So, but I do want to make sure that I put it in the right order. So we'll do Oh, shush. I don't want to see stuff early. All right. Oh, poo. I'm gonna have to refresh. Okay, so now we got our toy group. We can add that in before we get to the best in show. And we might just skip the agility. I mean, it's only 10 minutes. And the best in show is only 18 minutes. So we actually have time to do it all. So, okay, we did herding. Let's do the working group. Let's go working.
In the right
I
home,
hope you
they
guys
make
are
great
having fun,
companions,
'cause I
like
am.
my girl Nala. So sit back, relax, and watch these dogs work.
All right, up to the working group.
Thank you, Candace Parker, two-time gold medalist. She mentioned Nala. She likes hanging with her dog Ace as well. Live in New York. Group is ready to go here.
May we have the working group in the ring.
Yeah.
Group. Last year, the group
And so,
was
yeah, when
Molly, the giant schnauzer, and Jason. The working group has the longest drought of any group, I should say, that has won Best in Show. 2004 was the last time when you found one.
Yeah, you know, it's just as much as everybody thinks the favorites win, sometimes it just doesn't happen. So, you know, it goes in phases. Sometimes there's a great dog in a working group. Sometimes there's a great terrier. So hopefully tonight we're going to see another great dog emerge from the working group that maybe can go all the way and break that drought.
12 Best in Show wins overall from the working group.
That's what I was going to say.
This is the
So if
149th
you
year.
do
We're wrapping up
decide
for
that
next
you
year.
want to
The big 150.
watch
Yeah,
both
150.
days, it looks like they have them in
amazing. That's where it all began. 1877.
So
There were only 38
you can
states
just watch
when Westminster began
both days
this dog
if you-
show. That's
so choose.
amazing.
Oh,
And
look at the judge.
this
There's
is our judge, Dr. Niksa Lemo. He is from Croatia, and you, as a former judge, are doing some judging still. Are the standards, do they vary from other countries compared to the U.S. or America?
Sure, he's an FCI judge.
Oh, and by the way, this is all
it's a great
being
organization,
produced by
and they
Fox.
actually have some different standards. A lot of the standards from the country of origin. So, but what he will do is he'll read our American standards and judge by them, and not the FCI standards.
He has 40 years in the sport. This is his third assignment at Westminster.
A national treasure in Japan, the Akita's proud heritage includes hunting large game. This powerful and dignified dog is renowned for courage and loyalty, but may not be tolerant of other animals. Somewhat aloof towards strangers, they form strong family bonds. The Akita is highly intelligent and responds best to early socialization and training. This is Akita, number 12.
And this Akita from Canada,
next man, I'm having a
at the age of 6,
last moment.
right away the trademark, you notice the plush tail that kind of curls over the back.
Yeah, and you'll actually see when we look at their head, these hooded ears that actually tilt forward. It's a beautiful, beautiful representation when you see that ear just tipping forward on the head. And they have a beautiful gait going away. Big side gate.
An actual Akita museum in Japan.
The Alaskan Malamute is the most powerful of Arctic breeds, with a thick double coat and boundless energy. It originally excelled at pulling heavy loads and now makes an excellent active companion if the owner is up to it. In 2010, the Malamute became the official state dog of its native Alaska. This is Alaskan Malamute, number 7.
So you talk about an international show. This dog's from Italy. It's one of the top dogs in Italy. It's you know, to come here with a foreign dog, it's a lot of work, but look, it pays off. Any dog can win. We have a lot of great representation from all over the world.
George Lucas, his inspiration for Chewbacca was his Malamute.
Oh.
I can believe that. There we go.
And they love
right on cue.
That's perfect. Now, did the handler lead him on that, or did he just holler on his own?
No,
I'd also love to know what you guys thought about the last
great to see. It's an
the
expression
herding
of the
group. Did you
personality.
think that
Now, this guy from Italy,
the
so
shepherd was going to win?
probably
I could have sworn
was ordering
that's
a
the big
little
fluffy
Corrado,
dog. What was
something.
it? It wasn't a spaniel. What was that dog?
The Anatolian Shepherd dog is an ancient breed from Turkey and Asia Minor. A true working dog bred for livestock guardian. He is highly intelligent, independent, extremely fast and agile. He is also very territorial, so a formal introduction is necessary for strangers.
Get to the age of
This
a
is
hot
Anatolian Shepherd dog, number 10.
I think what's interesting about the working group is the diversity of the jobs they did.
I am
So we saw the
determined
Malamute that would pull
get
a
onto the
sledge working by
HRT.
itself. This is a perimeter guardian, so it would actually circle the perimeter of the area it was supposed to guard and protect either livestock, people, property.
Thank you. Around, please.
Another from Canada at age 4. Groot is the call name. By the way,
all right, I gotta get my glasses. I can't see a damn thing.
Has appeared in films Friends with Benefits and Kate and Leopold.
The Swiss farm dogs of the Mastiff type were early helpers of alpine herders and could be seen pulling the market as well into the 1800s. The Bernese Mountain Dogs are strong tricolor dogs with a self-confident nature. They are a versatile breed, enjoying many performance activities as well as serving as therapy dogs. This is Bernese Mountain Dog, number 24.
This is a splendid dog. I just love the breed. They're such a hard-working dog. They work in cold conditions in the mountains. They just really have this drive to serve and work. And you can see the beautiful markings, very traditional of the breed.
They got that toughness. By the way, Ben Roethlisberger, the former Steeler quarterback, was an owner of a Bernese Mountain Dog. Hercules.
Black Russian Terrier is a large and powerful dog that is highly intelligent and dominant in nature. The breed was developed in Russia in the 1950s for military work.
Majestic fellow from Fantasia
and excel in obedience in agility competitions.
Okay.
This is Black Russian Terrier, number 12.
Thank you. Down and back halfway, please.
Saw our view from where we are. Hope you're enjoying from wherever
That's
you're watching. Black Russian. I thought you ordered that the other night at the bar. Oh no, you were in Wolf when you ordered a White Russian. That's your famous bar back there in Wisconsin.
Right.
I ordered
Only color is black Russian Terrier.
So I'm sure it tasted splendid.
He's so dark I can't see him.
Or would it be splendid?
Splendid.
Splendid? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Well, that's a great.
Yeah.
This is a powerful dog. I mean, look at him. He's so imposing. And, he was supposed to be this big guardian dog. And you can see that, all the strength.
Yeah. Good dog. Oh my gosh, is this a boxer?
Mastiffs that first came to South Africa with the founders of the Dutch settlement in 1652. An all-around farm dog and guardian, the Boerboel is a agile and intelligent breed that is devoted to its family.
Look at this dog.
They're self-assured, fearless, and strong-willed, requiring frequent and ongoing socialization. This is Boerboel, number 7.
Never heard of it.
This is one of those dogs that's a descendant of the Mastiff, and
the
name
Mastiff.
translates to farm dog. So this was another protection dog from predators. It also would track and hold game until the hunter was there to bring it down.
Mike Tyson owns a Boerboel, so they're going to be tough. This is a great crowd tonight. It was building last night. Back at the Garden for the first time in 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And there is comedian Heidi Gardner, part of a sellout crowd here tonight.
Okay.
The boxer is fearless, highly intelligent, and happy. Originally bred to run down and hold wild boar and bear, he is not a dog for the timid and can be protective when called upon. Extremely intuitive, he is always responsive to his owner's moods and is a fine, alert companion dog for any family.
Oh, look at them teeth.
This is Boxer, number 16.
Well, he's jug full of gin at Davies.
The judge always point out the head for certain dogs. They deserve a little more attention here.
Sure, the head on the boxer is one of the key characteristics, and you'll see him check for this strong jaw that actually goes past. Most of the teeth meet in a scissors bite, which is just off. This is a strong underjaw, so the underjaw goes past the top teeth.
Around, please.
It's very important in this breed. It gives that finished look to the head.
Yeah.
Look at that temperament. My goodness.
Yeah,
just standing there
it's a
showing
good dog.
like an amazing show dog.
He knows it too.
Chiseled head.
But they know they're being shown.
Jamie Little's been very busy. Jamie, what's going on?
I love it.
Well,
Look
Chris,
at how
continuing
good
its
it
long-standing tradition of prioritizing canine health, the Westminster Kennel Club has named Dr. Sarah Lyle as its Veterinarian of the Year, a distinguished therogenologist and associate professor at Louisiana State University. Lyle was chosen from a pool of over 300 nominees for her exceptional dedication, excellence, and unwavering commitment to animal care and advocacy.
That's
Westminster
precious.
will donate $10,000 in Dr. Lyle's name to Not One More Vet, a nonprofit aimed at improving mental wellness of veterinary
why am I leaning
professionals.
in? Why can't I should be sitting back relaxing here.
The Bull Mastiff, the original
You guys are like
gamekeeper's night
seeing me
dog,
as
was
a
developed
head.
to protect English estates
Oh,
and
look at this
poachers in the
Mastiff.
latter half of the 19th
Beautiful.
century.
Big rigs.
Today,
up
Bull
the tank.
Mastiff is a athletic and agile dog with a sound temperament and body. He is dependable and loyal family member and still protective of his family's
The people
property.
that I told you
This
that
is
I
Bull
met,
Mastiff, number 9.
my dear friends, they had a
This
bull
Bull Mastiff
mastiff.
from
They had a bull mastiff.
Brooksville, Florida,
Oh, yeah, this
and the
is
Tractor Supply
so,
Company. They
very
analyzed data from the top
slobbery
50 cities in the U.S. to
So
determine the
great,
best
though.
cities for
They
dogs.
think
I'm
they're
talking about
lap
Florida
dogs.
to
They just
travel
want to sit in
to.
your lap and
Tampa
love you.
was number 1 on the list, followed by Austin, Portland, Miami, and then Tucson.
Okay.
Good dog. Look at this dog.
So he didn't want to leave home.
I guess not. No,
Not too
he
far
loved
from
his
San
home.
He's like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm adorable. I'm adorable.
The Cane Corso is a descendant of the ancient Roman Molossian dog that accompanied the legions on their vast
Dr. Dre,
campaigns across
Blind
Europe.
Lights, the next
After the fall of the
episode,
Roman
that's
Empire, his
no
versatility was put to good use as a livestock guardian and as a valuable aid in the hunt. His temperament is a unique blend of guardian and companion to their family. This is Cane Corso, number 23.
Dr. Dre, I love it.
This is one of the
Lars
great
and
hunting dogs that we have.
2011.
And you can see the power that's
Not
denoted
long.
through the body, the length and back. And he has a great name, Dr. Dre.
Yes, well, Kendrick Lamar was at the Super Bowl halftime. And speaking of that, Patrick Mahomes owns a Cane Corso named Silver to go along with his pit bull named Steel. And the Game of Thrones, the fans will remember
Look
that
at that
Ramsey
dog.
Bolton owned a Cane Corso.
Beautiful
Developed in New
dog.
Hampshire, the Chinook is truly an American breed. They are highly trainable, intelligent, and athletic working dogs that
Dumbledore's
excel in
Army.
obedience, agility, therapy work, tracking, and lure coursing, and dog-powered sports such as sledding and karting.
I don't know what
Above
any of
all, the
those titles
Chinook
are,
is
guys.
cherished as a loving companion, happily going wherever his family ventures. This is Chinook, number 6.
Interesting, his name is Lewis. It doesn't
I really enjoy
quite
this breed. It's a hidden gem, I think.
go with
people haven't
his
really been
original
exposed to
name
this
or
breed.
his
It's a native breed to the United States.
Westminster name.
And what's really interesting, you'll see, all the dogs, their ears are similar, so that whether they're standing up, laying flat, this breed can have ears that are up and down, and it really doesn't matter because it wasn't really a part of its purpose.
The tail, we always point to that, how it fits the standard, but that's kind of like a little bit downward.
Yeah,
and
we call it a saber, kind of a saber.
Beautiful dog.
State dog of New Hampshire.
The Doberman Pinscher is named for its
Look at this
developer,
Pinscher.
Louis
Wow.
Doberman. Rottweiler's local sheepdog and
Look
an
at
old
this
English
thing.
Pinscher, old German
Conquest,
Pinscher, were
best
used
of
to
both
perfect the
worlds.
ultimate police-type dog. Today, because of their innate desire to be of service, Dobermans excel at both therapy work and as service dogs. This is Doberman Pinscher, number
Look at
26.
that dog. That dog will tear your face off. He is going to tear your face off.
Chris,
So cute.
proud owner of Doberman named Nova. And of course, he plays here when there's ice.
Yeah, we talk about greats. Andy
God,
went
what
best in
a
show
dog.
here with the
Look at this
So
dog.
he's truly one of the greats of handling Dobermans, and Penny's a beautiful example of
Yes,
the
a
breed.
beautiful
She's just
dog.
poured into her skin, and it's so tight,
Oh,
so
God.
attentive.
Look at this
Just
dog.
a beautiful example,
Holy
and
crap.
putting on a heck of a show tonight.
Put on the
Go let her
show.
grab her little snacks before she goes on her run.
Let me go around. Okay, let me go stay. Got it. Let's go.
Just lovely.
Unbelievable, this dog. And you just want to crush that face.
The
Oh,
Dogo
what a kiss his face.
Argentino developed in Argentina's Cordoba province in the 1920s, was bred to
Alpha
find,
Delta.
chase, and catch dangerous game such as wild boar and pumas and other destructive predators. They are athletic and protective of family and property. This is Dogo Argentino, number 12.
Tail is under.
And this is one of our newer breeds as well. We haven't seen many of these here in the country.
Beautiful
There's pockets
dog.
of them where they're very popular. It's a very intelligent, hard-working, dedicated
That
dog.
dog looks
You can
like he
see
will tear
that
your whole
strong
face
head
off.
that's very muscled in the cheek area.
Yeah,
The
that looks
heavy
like a
bone,
very
but
good
still
dog.
very agile and elegant
Beautiful
at the same
dog.
time.
Looking very muscular.
Big
2021
game.
first
That
year
makes
entered
sense. That's
here, so
that's a
looking for that
powerful
first ever
dog.
group win.
And I've had the pleasure of judging these in other countries, South
Oh, look
America,
at his
and Europe,
face.
and
He's a great-
they're a very competitive breed elsewhere.
That's the face that will tear your face off.
Congratulations.
Dog de Bordeaux is one of the most ancient French
Beautiful.
breeds.
Look at the chocolate.
Historically used as a guardian, hunter, and fighter,
Beautiful.
the breed was prized as a protector.
Brazen
His
shine on dark
stocky
star.
and athletic build, self-assurance, and serious expression make for an imposing appearance. Gifted for guarding, he is a very good companion and loyal and affectionate with his master. This is Dog de Bordeaux, number 14.
The dog of Bordeaux.
Now, do they have one of
Paris.
the larger
French
heads,
dog
or
means
we say the
mastiff.
most in the kennel?
Mastiff.
It's interesting you ask that question because
Oh,
they
he's so
actually
cute.
call for the circumference of the head to equal the height at the shoulder.
Thank you.
And, okay, wow. So what would the purpose of that be? Why do you want that large of a head?
It's just how they developed the breed because they wanted to have this large molosser type head.
It's beautiful.
Remember in the movie with Tom Hanks, Turner and Hooch?
Yeah. He looks like he's in
German
a slobber.
Pinscher is a multi-purpose breed, originally
I
kept as
love
a
dogs,
stable
but I don't
dog
like
and renowned
slobber.
as a ratter.
It's a German
A
Pinscher.
dedicated companion and loyal protector of
Never
home and
ends-
family, the German Pinscher is
Sounds
determined
thorough.
and assertive. Obedience training is definitely recommended for these intelligent, energetic, and willing learners. This is German Pinscher, number 7.
Beautiful. Part German Shepherd, part Pinscher? Is that how we're going? Or is this a German Pinscher? I don't know if it was a
Not a
crossbreed.
Doberman in miniature, just so you
They
know.
can separate
They're
that.
progenitor of many of those breeds, so.
Okay, beautiful dog though. He does
Look
look
at that.
like a
Just
little
stops perfect.
miniature.
Such an intelligent
Thank
dog.
you.
You know,
Doberman.
they know what's coming, so they're already ready and they're on the tips of their toes.
Yeah.
And you can see they're a little more powerful, very compact, muscular dog.
He does look powerful. He does look powerful.
So
We're
cute.
talking about the giant Schnauzer and Monty, a chance to win this group for 3 straight years.
No?
Coming out of the group 23-24 and is battling its way
Wow.
in the working group to try to get to best in show.
So, here's the same.
The
Is it the
giant
same dog?
Schnauzer appeared in Germany in the late 1800s. It was almost
Yes,
certainly a
same
herding dog, but the breed became popular as a garter watchdog. The miniature Schnauzer, which is shown as a terrier, and the standard and giant, which are shown here as working dogs, are 3 distinct breeds. This is Giant Schnauzer, number 16.
Please, can you show me the box?
Wow.
So I see the
Beautiful
point of this dog.
dog.
One of the
Wow.
important traits of this breed is that hard textured coat. Very protective. And it has to be this hard texture. And, you know, he's going to judge them just like he did, say, with the Doberman, this down and back. They have to be clean and true when they go down and back.
Meaning the giant.
And the beard.
1930.
It's part of the
5
protective.
group
Cover
win.
the eyebrows, cover the eyes, the beard
Yeah.
covers the mouth.
See if it'll be Monty.
Beautiful dog.
A three-peat.
Yeah. Chiefs couldn't do
Three-peat.
it.
Yeah, let's hope he
Maybe.
doesn't follow in the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We'll
stance.
see.
But I was happy for the Eagles. So there you have it, right there. Well, he's trying.
Thank you. Take him around, please.
It's like Marsha. We got Monty here going for 3 in a row.
She's just calming him down because they're ready to go. You know, the crowd really brings them up.
Yeah.
There he goes. Smooth sailing for Monty there.
That's what they say. That's what the dogs are
Great
saying when
Dane is
they're
a true
talking.
giant among the large breeds, descending from
That's
the
a beautiful dog.
The breed was developed in
My
Germany
sister
some
had
400
Great
years
Danes.
ago to
He had
hunt
4
wild
Great
boar.
Danes.
Despite its name, he has no known connection to
Relentless
Denmark.
pursuit of
His
perfection.
impressive size and yet friendly, gentle nature combine
That's a
to
great
create
name.
a first-rate
The
companion.
relentless pursuit of
This is
perfection.
Great Dane,
Love
number
it.
16.
That is a
So
beautiful
this is my breed,
dog.
Chris. This is a breed I grew up with showing.
Oh,
Earlier
that
today,
dog is
we had a young
gorgeous.
girl, Allison Gallant, qualify and make it
Look
to the
at that
finals in junior
dog.
showmanship. But now we have Lexus, who we saw earlier. And he's a lovely example of the breed. He's one of the top winning Great Danes of all time, chasing the record, chasing maybe the best in show here tonight.
I'm sure on hind legs he's
show.
taller than
What
the
we saw
handler.
a minute ago, and standing here, this beautiful,
The handler looks like a
majestic eagle
relatively
animal.
small
And that's
guy.
really what defines a
Oh my God!
See
Look at
this
that dog!
elegance. Look at that. What a show tonight.
Standing about 32 inches, they can go much higher. Jamie Little spent some time, so we got.
And the crazy thing is
the
as
handler,
big
the
as
owner,
they are, they just want to sit in your lap. They don't realize how big they are. They think that they're
on
little boys.
display and working our way through the working group. One more group after that, and then
Amazing.
Best in show. You'll see it live right here.
The Great Pyrenees is an ancient dog of outstanding intelligence and bravery. They guard the flocks and property of the Pyrenees mountain shepherds and were the royal court dog of French King Louis XIV. Today they continue to work as livestock guardians and serve as loyal, dignified family companions. This is Great Pyrenees, number 8.
Yeah, and
So Chris,
working
you asked
dog
earlier about colors and how
is
important
exactly
they are.
what
Well,
the
think
name
about this dog
infers. They
guarding
like
sheep.
to work.
It would
They're
be
not lazy
blended in with the
dogs. They
flock.
want you.
And then
They want to be
a
out. They
predator
want to
came,
be
they would
running. They want to move.
Obviously, guard the flock, go after the predator. And they also work in tandem with the Pyrenean shepherd that we saw yesterday in the herding group.
Thank you. So that's a natural working together because they're from the same.
Sure, they were from the same area.
Yeah.
So they learned to work together. One would be the actual guardian, one would be the alarm sounder.
Like I said, they are more like the second they are born, and they are going to be no dogs.
The breed was a
They
draft
know.
and drover as well as
They've
a
known
guardian of the
since
farm. These
coming out
smooth-coated tribes,
that they're going to be
bright-colored
just and they
giants
need
are
to be
calm and
owned.
loyal
Palisades,
and
an
are easily
electric
trained by
wizard.
skilled owners. This is Greater Swiss Mountain Dog, number 15.
All right, Louis.
Cute dog. Speaking of that, Valentine's Day is coming up. In a recent survey, we love these. 72% of the people, dog owners who were surveyed, said that adding a dog to your dating profile makes you more appealing.
Huh?
You believe that?
I do believe that. I remember walking the beaches in Newport Beach with a Great Dane, and anyone would come up to you to see your dog. So you had your choice.
Even you, right?
Even me.
Oh,
I mean,
look
it
at
was
his
a
face.
struggle, but
That's a cute face.
That's what I said. He's
Commodore is an ancient breed, considered the king of the Hungarian livestock guardians. They are large, muscular
Driver,
dogs covered with dense
Aragon.
white cords which protect them from the elements and help them blend with the flock. The Commodore is affectionate and gentle with its family, but it is a fearless breed with a natural guarding instinct.
Okay.
This is Commodore, number 6.
So, a good family dog.
So the coat forms braids. I guess, how do you
those are
maintain?
so you asked yesterday. These are cords. So these are actually called cords.
Yeah.
I'll hum a few bars if you need.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hum a few bars while you're grooming this dog. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. These dogs take to the ground, and it takes a lot of dedication. It's a great example.
Yeah,
They have
man.
such beautiful carriage.
That
That's
coat
certainly
is
unique.
stunning.
It's a 5-year-old named Ranger from Colorado.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So adorable. This
And these are
coat.
the dogs waiting.
It's like I'm good. I did my moment. I have my moment. I'm gonna chill out.
Just watch them all day.
Kubaz is an ancient livestock guardian dog developed in Hungary. Bold and fearless and courageous, it has a historically guarded estates and flocks, but now can frequently be found in suburban homes or on small farms. The Kubaz is muscular, athletic, and intelligent with a coarse white double coat. This is Kubaz, number 6.
Oh yeah, you can see the toe.
Another one of our Hungarian breeds.
That
And
coat
as you
is
were looking at the dog being
beautiful.
examined, you saw that beautiful expression. The head is one of the most beautiful parts of the Kuvas, with those V-shaped ears and the eyes set
Oh,
slightly
he's so
below the
cute.
plane of the muzzle. And their muzzle's elongated, but it's not pointed. It's still blunt at
You
the
see
end.
how
but
this
they're
does?
just
He
so
turns his back
beautiful to look at.
on the
That's when you
dogs
judge
until
them,
they're
that
ready
expression
to
should
walk.
just melt your,
Not all
your heart
judges
when
do
you see
that.
them.
Yeah, first year editor,
I find that
1935, as you can see, they're
that
still
he kinda
looking
lets
for
the
that
dog
group
do
win.
their
That's
thing to
surprising
get
because
ready.
That's a good-looking dog.
Yeah, and
That is a good-looking
It's interesting.
dog.
I believe, if I'm correct, this dog went to and was shown in Europe and won under a Hungarian judge. So he's been respected by people from the home country, and that's a great thing to have when you get endorsed by somebody that, is a native judge.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, that's so interesting. We're talking about the judges at the same time. I just thought that was interesting that every single time he's turned his back to the dog to let him get ready. Willow Tree Basil Hay, look at all those men. All those
Today, the
titles.
Leonberger makes for a loving family dog that is comfortable performing virtually any job set before it.
Okay.
This is Leonberger, number 17.
Yeah, see how he's
So the call
turning
name
his
there,
back to the dog and just
and the
stands
registered name
in
Basil
his
Hayden,
spot
and then
waiting.
Hayden. We already have a whippet named Bourbon. I think that was some
I
of
wish
these.
we would have had a theme the whole way through. I wish all the group would have been cocktails, and then we could have decided who's the best
That's a cute
mixologist here.
doggy.
Because that's what
He's
breeders are. They
adorable.
pick a dog and try to decide on how to breed it and make it better. So
Yeah, and you got to be light on your feet if you're gonna.
yeah, look, he really wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was.
And then this breed has such a great temperament. I went to a seminar to learn about them, and there were 4 or 5 of them. And I walked in, and they all sat up and looked at me. They didn't do anything, but they're so attentive and aware
they're
of
so
everything
good.
going on.
He's a
Good, but gentle.
The
I like how
Mastiff
you
is
have
one
all
of the
that
most
hair, like,
important
on the
breeds
front
of
feet.
dogs still in existence. He is a foundation dog that helped create the Bulldog, Boxer, Great Dane, Bull Mastiff, St. Bernard, and Newfoundland. He may have originated in Tibet, the Mastiff, and you are seeing the beginnings of many other breeds.
Odysseus, the
This is
faithful.
Mastiff, number 6.
Yeah, he's,
Colin, back halfway, please.
so the people that I knew, they
Courageous
had a
with a
full
name for this
mastiff.
Mastiff.
But
Dustin
they all
Rhodes,
slobber.
the WWE.
They are
is an
adorable,
owner
but they
of
all
a
slobber.
Mastiff.
This dog's name is Beast, and he's far from a beast.
400
This
years
dog
ago,
is so
still
light on his
accurate
legs.
today.
This is a massive dog.
That's a
And for
big.
him to have this
And yes,
beautiful
I'm
reach and
surprised
drive and
with
carriage
such
going around
a
speaks
small woman.
volumes to his quality. Because to carry that massive frame and be
Because
able to
I was
move
not
like
allowed
that, it's
to
just
walk their
incredible.
dog, or like be with their dog on a leash. Like they were like,
He's a sweet
no.
dog too. I met him before.
You met him? Did he shake your hand?
And like that dog will drag
Let's check that
you
again with
down
Jamie
the
Little.
street.
Jamie?
Not on purpose. It's just
Well
like
done,
if it gets
Chris.
excited,
Through
and
the
takes off,
Westminster Cares
you're stuck to
philanthropic
that dog.
initiatives, the
And it's
Westminster
gonna
Kennel
drag
Club annually donates
Because I am under 5
$5,000
feet.
each to 3 AKC recognized national parent breed clubs. That's to help offset rescue related expenses such as transportation, veterinary care, grooming, boarding, feeding, and training. In addition, these funds will assist these clubs in educating new owners about the joy of owning these dogs while finding suitable new homes as well. For 2025, the recipients of our Breed Rescue Awards are the Bull Terrier Club of America, the Ibizan Hound Club of the United States, and the Tibetan Terrier Club of America. Well done. Chris?
All right, Jamie, I know you and I are big rescue fans. Our family, we have Rita, Ellie, and Colonel Wolf as our rescue dogs. Derek Nottie, the defensive tackle for the Chiefs, has sponsored the adoption of more than 600 dogs over the past few years, saving shelter dogs. Such a generous thing for him to do. Coach Andy Reid calls him the dog whisperer. Well done.
Let's see.
The Neapolitan Mastiff is the estate guard dog of Italy, with roots going back to the Roman war dogs. His
Again,
fantastic wrinkles and head, massive
Draco
bones, and
Mastino,
lumbering
Del
movement
Coin.
create an animal
Feet.
whose looks alone are enough to deter an intruder. He is a faithful companion for an owner, not put off by little drool. This is Neapolitan Mastiff, number 10.
So you're going
They
to see a
all
very
sloppy
unique type
dogs.
of movement here.
They give you the
This
sloppy
lumbering
kisses.
gait. And you can see he's kind of low.
And they do. They're
and
another
it's gonna
breed
bring
that
the
is
crowd to their feet because
enormous,
it's so
but think that
unique,
they're
and-
lap
and
dogs.
That's how they should be.
Do they have to be over
In
150 to fit the standard in terms of weight?
2005,
They
so-
give you
oh,
a different
not so
size
low.
and weight limit.
150
It varies.
pounds. That's more than I weigh.
The folds of skin there are
Oh my
noticeable.
god, it's so
Yeah, it was
cute.
a dog that was supposed to kind of shock you when you saw it. Look at that face with all those wrinkles.
No, snapple face.
Beautiful.
Oh, I want to kiss that snapple face. Because you do want to kiss them, even though they
Sweetness
slap.
of temperament
They're
is the
still adorable
hallmark
as
of the
hell.
Newfoundland. The
Oh,
most
love
distinguishing
them,
characteristic, strong and heavily
Old
coated. He
Bay,
is equally at home in the
Dreamhaven,
water
Great
and on land.
Expectations at
In his native Newfoundland, he was used as a
That's a
working
name.
dog to pull fishermen's
Daddy.
nets and haul wood from the forest.
All that.
He is
to
a
say,
natural swimmer
Daddy.
with true life-saving instincts. This is
Oh, wow.
Newfoundland, number 7.
You know, Chris, if you said one word to describe a Newfoundland, it's courage.
Yeah.
These are the most courageous
They will
dogs we
just
have.
jump in the water to save your life.
They jump out of helicopters?
Absolutely.
Yep.
They do great rescue work out of the helicopters.
Funny you should mention that because Bark Air, it's air travel that's gone to the dogs. Bark Air launched last May. It's the world's first
This is
air
how long
travel
Westminster's
experience
been going on,
designed
you guys.
for dogs first. Yeah, human
Since,
companions
like,
you can
the
go along
19th
too.
century.
But isn't that amazing that the airline says no size or breed restriction?
Beautiful.
The humans, though, you have to be 126 in dog years. I think to be the Bark Air. Who knew?
Portuguese water dogs were valued as crew members and loyal companions for a generation of Portuguese fishermen.
Oh my gosh.
This is an intelligent,
Allegiance,
independent,
how
and
to
spirited
get away
breed with a
with
bit
murder
of creative
for
mischief in
lawless.
its heart. The Portuguese water dogs may have either a loose
A lot of
wavy or
titles on
tight
this
curly
dog.
coat. This is Portuguese water dog
Beautiful
number
dog,
11.
beautiful dog.
Back halfway, please.
Okay.
So you're gonna see a very unique trim on this. It's called a lion clip.
Yeah.
And they also have a retriever clip with
Oh my God, so
coat and a
cute.
wavy coat.
Look at the
So
coat.
when you look at their trims, they were effective for
Oh my
when they went
gosh,
in the
look,
water,
he's
so
something
to
in the
protect the heart and lungs.
back.
So they were kind of herding fish into nets. I know you've talked about this.
So they would pull nets in. They would be messengers between boats. So they had a lot of different purposes. They also guarded the boats when they were on land.
They could retrieve lost tackle or broken nets and also be a courier.
That cut is epic. Oh my goodness, that cut
Look
was
at
so
his eyes,
cool. That
just
dog.
watching the whole show.
And it was all shaggier in the front.
Another breed of the Mastiff line, the Rottweiler, has served as a cattle driver and guard dog. It arrived in Germany centuries ago with the Roman legions and has become a loyal family
I have a
companion of
girlfriend
immense
that had
power and
Rotties.
determination.
They are the
But it should be
sweetest
noted,
dogs.
owners of Rottweiler should be just as determined.
Or their owner.
This is Rottweiler, number 8.
But
You know, we talk about
there was an
temperaments in
incident.
dogs.
with
And
one of
I
our
have this
smaller
saying
dogs
because I
and our
give the
bigger dog.
educational seminar
Your
for the Great
Rottweiler.
Dane, and I say the
Enough
Rottweiler
said. I
looks
think
at
you get the
you,
point.
the Doberman
But
looks
yeah,
through you,
they.
and the Great Dane looks
This
beyond
young
you.
lady, so
And it
tiny
just
too.
sums up how their temperaments are. You know, a
But yeah,
Rottweiler's
they are.
a
They
very
will take
beautiful
you
dog, and they love to
A
work.
Rottweiler.
So they're always looking
That
and
is a
thinking.
good attack.
You know, in that Doberman we saw it earlier with that intense stare, and then the Great Dane with this beautiful, majestic gaze.
Look at that.
And look, always
Stance.
looking, always intense when they're
Beautiful.
looking at the owner.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
always
yeah.
looking.
And this breed, they obey their first command
Yes, they
95% of the time or better. They're in the top 10. We mentioned that the Border Collie leads
He's
that
a good
group.
handler.
This Rottweiler
He's such a
is
big dog.
only a year
That
old.
dog is gorgeous. He's so cute.
The St. Bernard gets its name from the hospice to
Bodacious.
in this hotel.
Heart Mountain's bodacious at Sapphire Mountain.
Rescue and draft. The breed is very powerful and strong with an outgoing
That is so
temperament
good.
and great intelligence. His
Love
inherent good nature makes him a superior companion. This is St. Bernard, number 19.
Thank you. Down and back halfway, please.
Beautiful. This dog is gorgeous. See how he puts
Bodacious,
the
here's a
stamp
little
on his
star. He's
side?
been in commercials for the Kentucky Lottery.
Wow.
And listen, if
Hope his
other
number
judges
comes up
do that, correct
tonight.
me if
Hey,
I'm wrong
what's
in
the
the
weight?
comments.
And
But
these are the bigger,
I don't
right?
know
In
that I've
terms
seen a
of
judge
the
do
amount of weight that.
maybe I
They
just don't notice
prescribe
it.
different weights, but more important is the amount of bone and substance they have, you know, and how they carry it.
Who is the heaviest, or what is the heaviest
That's
breeds you'd say
beautiful.
that we see?
I think a St. Bernard is one of the heavier dogs that we'll have
Look at
out
his
there today, just
marking.
because they're massive bone, the Mastiff.
Yeah,
the Mastiff, I
the Mastiffs, the Bull Mastiffs, yeah, St. Bernard, they're up there.
Originating in Siberia, the Samoyed
and
is
the
a utility dog
heaviness
of the
of
north.
it.
This breed is willing to do any
Samoyed.
task of him, whether it be
Vanderbilt's
hunting,
Lucky
hauling, or
Shot
herding.
Maverick.
Their exceedingly close association with their people imprinted a wonderful temperament on the breed with a smiling face, laughing eyes, and a stunning silver-tipped
That is a
coat.
gorgeous
This is
dog.
Samoyed, number 9.
A Samoyed.
Thank you. Down and back halfway,
Gorgeous.
please.
Look at this dog. It's beautiful.
Is it true they shed, but you can actually use that fur to knit? I have read that.
I've seen TikTok videos where people have taken
Did-
fur from
really?
different dogs and made little miniatures of each dog. So
Oh, that's
and you
adorable.
know
I would
that
love
coat
to see
is so
that on
important because they
TikTok.
have this undercoat and then they have this outer coat that has to have the correct texture, a little harshness to
Company
it to
journey to
repel
the South
the
Pole in
snow, the
1911.
rain, all
What a
kinds of water
beautiful dog.
elements.
And the Sammy Smile, of course,
Oh my God,
the
so
loud
cute.
bark is part of that.
Thank you. Wow.
See if we get
Oh
something
my
from
goodness, let's see the face. Let's see that face.
Maverick from New York, the home state.
Oh, beautiful
They have
dog.
that beautiful effortless gait as well.
Eyebrows.
Right on their feet.
Beautiful dog. Oh my God, that dog is gorgeous.
A sled pulling dog for centuries in Siberia, the Siberian Husky came to Alaska
Beautiful.
for sled racing in the early
Arctic
1900s.
Pride,
They
champagne
dominated
and
these
whiskey.
races and then gained fame in the Nome Serum Run of 1925 and in Antarctica with Admiral Beard. Today, the breed continues to excel as a sled dog as well as a companion dog. This is Siberian Husky number 20.
Look at the gate. Look at the
With a
gate.
statue in New York Central Park, the
Corn
bronze
pack dogs.
statue of Balto, part of the team
Oh.
that delivered
1980.
in Nome, Alaska.
Oh, best in show win.
Yeah, look at that. Look how they look. You know, when we compare them, you'll see the Malamute.
Yeah.
The Malamute was a solitary worker, whereas the Siberian worked with a group of Siberians to pull the sled.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
They would draft
different
equipment, people
You know what I'm
around
saying? Yeah.
in a group,
Pack
so
dogs,
that's
pack
very
dogs.
different.
Of the three schnauzer sizes, giant, standard, and miniature, the standard is the prototype.
Morgan
German
Wald's
dog of
reach
considerable
for the
antiquity, at least
sky.
as far back as the Middle Ages, this was the typical stable dog in Germany, where he was known as the Ratter, for that was his full-time assignment.
Beautiful.
This is standard Schnauzer, number 14.
Thank you very much.
Oh, he's so cute.
2-year-old female from California. Again, California, the most entries of any state this year.
Tonight,
Pennsylvania next, and then Florida, then New York, and Texas.
Huh?
Yeah, this was a prototype of the Schnauzer, so this is the original
California,
project.
Florida, New York, and Texas.
You can see they carry the same characteristics as a giant.
No, best in show,
She's a lovely
1997.
female.
Oh,
Beautiful outline and shape. That hard broken coat. The
good
beard.
stop. Look at
the
that.
leg furnishings.
Beautiful dog.
That typical Schnauzer temperament too.
Oh, he's so cute. Look at this gate. Look at this gate. Look at working feet, working feet, working feet.
The Tibetan Mastiff is considered by many to be the
Pyrenees
stock
are
from which
pickled.
most modern
Oh,
large working breeds have developed. Generations of working
gorgeous.
women and children have produced
Rocky Mountains Epic Adventure
tempered
Theodore.
with patience and
Oh
loyalty
my God, he's so
and
cute.
extreme stubbornness.
That's what I'm
The
saying. These
Tibetan
big
Mastiff,
Mastiff dogs are
number
so
16.
adorable.
That's
He
a
doesn't look like
cool
he's a
coat.
slobber dog.
So this
though.
is another heavy. I wonder what do you feed a guy like this? I mean, is he ever not hungry?
Whatever he asks for.
Right. What do you
I'll
think
do
of
the
whatever
jokes.
he
You do the
asks for?
analysis.
See, it's rubbing off on me,
I'm
Chris.
sorry
I don't
to
know
hear
what to say.
Gorgeous dog.
But how can you not fall in
Gorgeous.
love with this breed? I mean, this was a guardian breed, so they would guard the temples, and they still do to this
2008.
day. And you can see why. They're a
Beautiful dog.
breed, but just their
Beautiful.
imposing
Let's see your
nature.
stuff, Putty.
And the name Theodore, but the nickname, according to the owner, Theodore, which is kind of cool. At age 8,
They are adorable.
Oh my God,
yes, up
they
there in
are
years, a little bit compared to some of the other dogs that we've seen.
I see he doesn't look like a slobber dog. But I could be wrong. Drop a comment. Let me know. You know if this
That
is a slobber
completes
dog.
the working group.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Dr. Lemo will make the decision. 31 again. I'll repeat the number.
Oh, he's
and
from
again, you got Monty,
Croatia.
the giant
Interesting.
schnauzer that has a chance.
Oh my God, there were
Just,
some
do it again
good
and again.
dogs in this group, you guys.
There were some dogs that put on a great show.
A really good show.
You know, Doberman, the Great Dane.
Yes.
The Schnauzer came back and looked great. The Giant.
The crowd was really supportive of a number of these.
Mm-hmm. There's some good dogs in this group,
Yeah,
you
the crowd's
guys.
going to have trouble because there's a lot of dogs
That's
they went
what I'm
wild for
saying.
today.
I don't know how
I
they
think they have a
judge.
lot of Dakota breeds because it's a little cold out today. So they're cheering on the hairy dogs tonight.
Cheering on the hairy
Storm threatening
dogs.
the area. We had some ice last night, cool
Man.
temperatures. Give a snack before we hopefully get called up.
Like I said, this was filmed in
Called out.
February, so that's why they're talking about it
Big
being so
St.
cold.
Bernard head.
Oh my God, these dogs are so gorgeous. Oh,
Hey, here we go.
he's taking his time.
There's big Makita here.
Where are we coming?
That's wrong.
First dog's the Akita.
Nikita. Okay.
Doberman.
Oh, the Doberman.
One of the Doberman coming out.
Is that the
German Pinscher.
Pinscher?
The giant
Schnauzer.
Here comes mine.
The
Uwas.
Kuvas, that's great.
And the
And the
Kuvas and the
Mastiff, Beast.
is the Mastiff?
Oh, St. Bernard.
St. Bernard. Oh my God. There was some good dogs in that group. That was tough.
These dogs.
That was tough.
Look at them standing up. You know, this is where the intensity of
this
these
is it.
dogs
This is it.
comes
This
through.
is your
They're just
moment.
so
You gotta
intently
show it.
watching their handlers.
This is it. This is it. And they know this is it. The dogs know that this is it.
Thank you. Prepare for movement. One dog in time. I will let you for the next one.
Now, Lemo's journey began with a Doberman Pinscher.
Okay.
With background,
he's
specialized
ready.
breeding
Get
with
him
miniature schnauzers.
I mean, the coloring on this dog is so beautiful. And then you see how close they are on their handlers because they know.
Big applause.
They know that this could be their moment. So, okay.
The German Pinscher. That dog looked great today. And this is an unrecognized breed.
The Doberman and the German
Pinscher. Dog really
both.
represents a great one. The giant Schnauzer.
Schnauzer also. Oh, how do you choose? Look at this in the face. I want to get that.
And the beautiful Kuvas.
The Kuvas.
Just floating around the room, effortless.
We put on a good show too, guys.
The Mastiff Beast.
The Mastiff. I mean, that dog to me was epic. Yeah, I thought out of the small
St. Bernard.
that the Mastiff
Look at him, head carrying
gave me the
high,
best
just
shot
walking
anyway.
great.
He gave me the best shot.
Beautiful
And that's the Kuvas.
work. Just
Oh
going
no,
around
that's
the
the
ring.
other little
All
guy
that
with the
power and
eyebrows.
strength drive off the rear. It's great.
All right. Oh gosh.
This is not my final decision.
Oh,
Just
now
bring
it's
the giant
final.
Schnauzer here.
Okay. Giant Schnauzer.
So it's not his final decision. This
Oh,
is
okay.
interesting.
German
He's just getting his picks out.
I mean, the Doberman Pinscher.
He's coming ready.
Oh, the Mastiff didn't even make
So
it
that
in
would
his short
indicate
list.
he's struggling
He's not.
with this
He's
one.
not ready yet to make his decision. This
He's
is going to
not
be the
convinced.
determining factor.
All right. I mean, if those are going to be his short list, I'm going
There's a
Doberman.
little drama here. This is great.
That Schnauzer's putting up a good show though.
St. Bernard.
But come on, that Doberman is everything. That's how he wants it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, the Schnauzer won it again.
Leading in front.
He did it
3
again.
straight group wins for Monty.
The best of the
3
Doberman, the
group
St.
wins. That's
Bernard.
huge, yeah. But the Doberman put up a hell of a
It's a
show.
three-peat.
That's right. For the 5-year-old
So I missed it. I missed 2 and 3. I mean, I
Giant
missed
Schnauzer.
3 and 4.
Monty from New Jersey.
So yeah, he yeah.
At the
Okay,
Garden.
so the
with a
Doberman
chance
got the
now for best in
Schnauzer,
show.
that's his
Earlier, the
three-peat.
English
They
Springer
said it. They
Spaniel
called
of the
it.
sporting group. Monty, the Giant Schnauzer.
But will he
In
win?
the middle of it all is
Best
Archie.
in
Little Jamie.
show.
Well,
That's
a different year, same result. 3 years in a row with Monty. It looked like the judge had a hard time there. So many good dogs. How do you keep pulling this off with this beautiful dog?
You know, it's him. It's a lot of hard work, and he always puts the work in.
Yeah, he really did.
Always tries. That's 3 group wins. We'll see what he can do in Best in Show.
Best in show.
Toy
Yeah.
group in the ring
Oh my
play.
God, I can't. This is there's going to be a lot of squealing.
There's gonna be a lot of squealing in the next over the next 30 minutes. There'll be lots of squealing.
Well, the last best in show winner from this group was in 2021 from
No.
the toy group. Wasabi,
Personally,
the
if I could pick
Pekinese,
any dog,
12 overall
it would be the
wins
Bichon
for the toys best in
and
show.
me personally, I
Yeah,
have
I think we
been
just saw
Bichon
a little
Frise
interview about the
fan
Minpin. You know, we have a
for
seasoned
decades.
veteran like Comet,
It's
and then
the
we have
dog
the
I
young
always
Minpin
want to
coming
buy.
in here.
And
Kimberly. And it
it's
is
also a
beautiful
dog that
young
has won
dog. So we
Best
talked
in
about the
Show.
age difference
I
before.
can't even tell
You know, we're going to see
how
that again.
many
The
years
mature
in a row.
dogs
Like
versus
when I
the
was
youngsters
really heavy
coming
into
in
watching
here.
the dog shows, like the Bichon Frise would win every year. Oh my God,
Poodle coming in the ring, proud as can be.
That's the
The
Lhasa.
long-coated Maltese.
It's either the
That
Lhasa.
is
Oh, it's a
long coat.
Maltese.
He carries his own brush.
Lhasa, Maltese, and the Shih Tzu.
Our
all look very
judge,
similar.
Mrs. Angela Pickett from
Oh my God,
Florida.
I cannot.
This is her
All right, now
second
let's check to see
assignment
if
at
this judge
Westminster.
does the same thing where she
And
turns her back
she's such a
and lets the
wonderful
dogs
toy
get ready
judge.
like
She's
that other
a famous Papillon breeder. And
Breeds
I think she's going to
champions.
have
Oh, with
a
her daughter.
very discerning eye in this group because it
Sunshine
comes down
State
to the
Happy
little
Uncle.
details in
Second
toy
filming
dogs.
assignment. Oh,
You know,
this
that a
is
lot of them
only her
didn't have a
second
purpose,
time at
but
Westminster. That's got to
they
be a
have such little
big
idiosyncrasies that are.
We will watch them
honor
closely to see
when-
how they perform
when
right now.
Westminster calls you up and says, "Hey, you want to come judge?" They're probably like, "Oh."
Affen means monkey in
Oh my
German, and Pinscher means terrier. Thus, Affenpinscher means monkey dog. Small in structure and strong-willed, they were
Kenny
originally
versus
used to rid
Kenny
granaries
Kazar.
and kitchens of small rodents. They are intelligent and inquisitive, neat but shaggy, with bold personality. This is Affenpinscher, number 7.
It's so adorable. I want to put it in my pocket.
I love the little nickname
Yeah,
they have,
the
the
Affenpinscher
mustache
was
little
so
devil. And you can see that. They just look like a little devil going out in back.
Canada,
Ratters
with,
and
we
kitchen
mentioned 12
mousers,
other
okay.
countries other than the U.S. and all 50 states here, but 78 entries from Canada
Oh my
in the
gosh.
149th Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. The last foreign or dog from another country to win Best in Show was King, the Wire Fox Terrier.
Oh my
Belgium.
God, look at his little face.
The Beaver Terrier was developed in Germany in the 1980s.
Oh,
This
beautiful.
whimsical toy breed is lighthearted, intelligent, and amusing.
Radamil's
And an
Silky
elegant,
Star.
long-haired dog with the breed signature ponytail, its fun-loving, childlike attitude makes them a devoted and loyal companion.
Oh.
This is Beaver Terrier, number 9.
I love a terrier.
So, you know, we
also.
talk about Westminster
I'm a
coming back.
toy
They
group
also have a
girl.
big
I
toy
love
dog show before
That's not true. I
Westminster,
love all dogs.
which is kind of the warm-up for the toy group here. And this dog did very well at the toy shows. I actually judged some of these breeds at the toy show. This dog did win under me. And, you know, the Beaver's a newer breed. And obviously the coat and color is very important in this breed.
Those are 1980s. And
Right now,
music.
Ringo.
Look at their arm music. Look at how cute
Look at
it
him
is.
go. He's got a great little ring walking down the back.
Oh,
And, you know, that's part of what they judge,
Okay.
especially in the
First
toy breeds, their
year, fifth
carriage,
year.
the way they comport themselves,
they've been
their
eligible.
coat texture, the length of the coat, the way it's conditioned.
I wonder if that's because they didn't have any pure breeds, or they like the breed was still developing. That's
The
interesting,
flow.
though. Oh, look at his gate! Look at his
The
gate!
Brussels Griffon is named for the capital of Belgium, where it was first developed.
So
There are two
cute.
coat
They are so
varieties, the
adorable.
rough that is similar to most hard-coated terriers, and the
Wishing well,
smooth that is like
Bobcats,
found in
peace, love,
pups.
and pixie
These little
dust.
dogs,
Peter
popular
Pan,
here
I
since
love
the
it.
turn of the 20th century, are devoted and intelligent companions. This is Brussels Griffon, number 6.
All right, never won a Best in Show, but what's the big difference between the petite? We went through that Griffon. Obviously, one's more petite than the other.
Well, so in this, we have the different coat textures. So it's about their coat. So some have the rough coat and some have the smooth coat.
Okay, group wins, but never best.
And Peter Pan's been a big winner. He actually came out of retirement to come here to
Another one.
Progressive.
Oh.
Yeah, and he won the breed at Progressive as well.
Oh, okay, you
And this
guys.
is Patty Keenan. Her mother actually went
gonna
best in
try
show
to-
here with a Westie.
Figure out
So
what's going
she's
on
the
with
second
the,
generation.
Let's try to give us some better quality here, because that was really bugging me. I was like, this is so low quality.
Strictly as companions, and
There
historically
we
were known
go.
as comforter spaniels. They were bred to be sound as well
Sorry.
as beautiful, happy, and eager to please, and make perfect therapy dogs. This is Cavalier King Charles Spaniel,
Well, that was
number
going to have
16.
better quality on all the other videos. But that one was so
You're
low
always told
quality.
that
I
the tail
couldn't
going back and
barely
forth, it
see
means
it.
it's happy. Is that
Sure,
accurate?
and poor temperament.
Okay. If it's going to keep messing up my StreamYard, then I'll take it down a little bit. But yeah, that was before. That was just too low of a quality. So I just took it down to 720, as you guys probably just saw. So Let's
they're
hope
never to
that
be
will.
considered because they just don't think it's typical of the breed. And this dog, look at his tail going all the way down and back.
So cute.
Wonderful to see in this
Now, this
breed.
young lady also looks like she might
A
be
merry
junior
little
spaniel.
So important. And they're prized for their head and
Oh, look
expression,
at the
their coat
markings
color.
on this.
Great color combo.
Beautiful. Look at this thing. Oh my God. Oh,
The origin of the Chihuahua is still a mystery, with guesses from Mexico to Egypt, Sudan, and Malta. Probably originated in Asia and
All
came
that
to
glitters
Mexico
is
very
not gold
ancient
spark.
times. This is the smallest of all purebred dogs. Clever, gigantic in heart, and possessing terrier characteristics. Two-coat varieties, long and smooth, are recognized. This is long-coated Chihuahua, number 45.
Heard Michael say the smallest. How small are they? I mean, they look like they don't weigh a whole lot. Look at
So they can't be over 6 pounds.
I personally love a longer
So
Chihuahua.
that's the biggest they can be. So pretty small.
0 group wins.
Small feet, but they're moving fast. Well, there you
Sauce,
go.
they call sauce. They ask for a
All right,
saucy
you guys,
temperament,
Okay.
as you
run
can
to
see
the
right
restaurant.
there.
Oh my gosh! But if
And
I'm
look at
missing
them. Oh, they're
trees
little
on
fiery
Tuesday, I'm going to be
animals. They're
very
great.
upset.
That's Sparkle from
Comment, let me
Highport,
know if I'm
North
missing.
Carolina, not too far from Asheville.
And this is the smooth-coated Chihuahua, genetically the same breed. The legend has it that this diminutive dog was introduced to Europe as a result of the voyages of Christopher Columbus. This is smooth-coated Chihuahua, number 44.
You've talked about bourbon, now mojito. I think I know where you're going with this, Jason.
You know, maybe we should have a cocktail hour for Best in Show.
The best names in show that are names of drinks from New York, hosting, of course, here. Fourth on the list of most entries by state behind California, Pennsylvania, Florida in this year's edition.
And Chihuahuas are very popular. You see big entries in both varieties. I love judging the breed. They just have such a great attitude. It's a pleasure to look at them.
The Chinese Crested was admitted to the toy group in 1991. The breed dates back at least to the early 1500s. They appear to have come from China, although Spanish explorers found them in Mexico and South and Central America. The two types, the hairless and powder puff, are judged by the same standard. This is Chinese Crested, number 16.
Okay, so almost has a pony look, but that neck is lean and clean despite the hair over the top of the head.
Yeah, so they call for, in the smooth type, they call for the certain areas to have hair and the rest is hairless. And I will say, it's a little cold in here, so you might have seen the dog shivering a little bit. They're cold, but once they get on the ground, they get happy and they get to run around and they shake it all off. So, and he's doing a great job out there.
That's Romeo.
Long favored by royalty, the English Toy Spaniel is nicknamed the Charlie after its most famous admirer, King Charles I and King Charles II.
My stomach.
The English Toy is a robust toy spaniel with a distinctive domed head. It is a devoted companion with a charming, merry, and affectionate demeanor. This is English Toy Spaniel, number 8, Blenheim and Prince Charles.
Okay.
Now, is this the one with two different color varieties?
Sure, Blenheim and Prince
so I know I
Charles. So
missed
you have the
smooth
tricolor with the
Chihuahua
black
and the
white and the
Crested.
tan, and then you have what we saw in the Cavalier, which is the Blenheim color.
And so the judging is more with that standard.
The breed is still the same. It's just the color variations.
My stomach feels awful.
And you can see it's the spaniel wagging its tail. Very typical.
The King Charles and Ruby variety. The original black and tan coloring is said to be a favorite of King
Sorry, I
Charles
missed that.
I. The Ruby
That last breed also. My
self-colored
stomach is
British
really
mahogany
messing up.
red.
Go well.
Charming spaniel
at
temperament in a
PNC.
small package and an excellent companion.
What is it?
This is English Toy Spaniel,
Well,
number
well,
11,
that
King
sounds
Charles and Ruby.
So it's interesting to note, both of these spaniels have been bred by the same kennel, the Classics Kennel. And you may remember that name because they've gone Best in Show here with two sporting dogs from their own kennel. So, they really have an affinity
It's not like
towards the
hot
spaniel
weather.
breeds.
Okay, interesting.
And right around for me.
So I'm sure that if you actually had that dog
Michael
You would
Thale,
probably
the
cut him
handler
really,
here.
cut his hair really short if they
Leslie
don't
from
like
New
that
Haven,
weather.
Connecticut.
That's true.
But as a
Okay.
show dog,
Lebanese
they
is
have
the
to have
national dog
the
of
standard.
Cuba.
Hello.
His high head
Oh,
carriage,
so
top line
cute.
rising slightly
Twin marks,
from withers to rump,
le
rectangular body
bijou,
and plumage
rock and
hairy tail
rolls
carried
at
over the back
Riviere.
makes the
At
Havanese
Riviere.
upline unmistakable.
Royce. How
The
many?
unique sprinty gait sets this breed apart from all others.
Oh my God.
This
He's
is
so
Havanese,
cute.
number 12.
I know Bono is the only Havanese to ever win
Small
the
way down and back for me.
toy group back in 2019 and 2020.
So
Yeah, and that was a
hot
lovely
flash
dog.
stomach.
And David Murray here, he's shown a lot of Havanese
But like I
years,
said,
and his
I
dog's done
advertised for
very
tonight
well.
that I
Many
was going to
best
go
in
live.
shows.
So here I am.
It could be
Curled over
quite
tail
an interesting
history,
dog to watch
hallmark.
for here.
Okay.
You know,
Only
the
native to Cuba.
and a roar from the
Oh,
crowd.
so cute. Look at the hair.
Upkeep
Oh, look at
probably challenging, but it's an ideal dog for city dwellers.
Oh,
in
he's so
Manhattan.
cute.
Yeah, and their coat's relatively easy to take care of.
Right around for me.
And you know,
does the color scheme have to be? Is that
They come in many colors, so this is just one type of color.
So precious.
Italian Greyhound is a Greyhound in miniature.
Oh,
Its original role was probably both as a hunter of small game and a companion. He is luxury loving and extremely affectionate, sometimes to the point of neediness. Yet being a true hound, he requires exercise and outdoor activities. This is a Italian Greyhound, number 17.
Beautiful dog.
Now, other than the color from the Greyhound that we saw earlier, what are the bigger differences?
So one of the biggest differences is the gait. So they actually call for a little lift in the front, not to break like a min pin. So when we'll see the miniature pinscher layer, they have a hackney gait,
in cold
but they do
weather.
call for a lift in the
President Tom
front.
Tyler bought
Whereas
for
a
his wife.
Greyhound's much more low-reaching and far-reaching.
1877
And we could just see we saw.
He's putting on a nice show.
That must have been the
Got his
first
white
year, maybe.
Socks on. One's a little longer than the other. Okay.
Somebody dressed him a little different today, and those markings difference don't matter.
Don't matter. Okay.
Beautiful
Matches his
dog.
fixed.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
The
dog.
aristocratic Japanese Chin is one of the oldest of all toy breeds. In 1853, Commodore Perry brought several back with him from his historic visit. By the end of the 19th century, there were popular dog shows in this country. This is a true companion animal of antiquity, style, tradition, and class. This is Japanese Chin, number 6.
All right, Louis. Let's see what you
They've
got,
been
Louis.
known to
Okay, so
kinda-
she does do it. They all
the
do it, I
chin
guess.
spin
I
where
never
they kind of go in
noticed.
circles on two
that
legs
the
when they get
judges just
excited.
go
Chins
to
are
a mark
very
and just
interesting
stand there
breed.
and
They
wait.
have a unique temperament. It's their way, not your way.
Japan,
So they do
cat-like
what
in
they like to
nature.
do, and
Most
it's really
recent,
kind of an
97.
endearing feature of the breed when you judge them.
1997
You're
Brooklyn.
along for the
Two
ride,
Brooklyn.
the handler and the judge. And what they do is fine and a little arrogant at the same time. You can see
I
that
know, I
look.
love how
It's
his
great.
little lead has all the little beads on it. So cute.
Maltese has been known since
Oh
at
my
least
gosh,
28th
look at how
century, making it one of the
beautiful the
older
Maltese.
breeds. Throughout much of history, royalty and people of Vermont
Rainy
have favored this
California
small
winter.
dog. They are
That's a
gentle and
beautiful
affectionate with the
dog.
sole purpose of this
I don't
small
see the
dog
Bichon
with
on
white,
the list.
silky, straight hair is to be a companion. This is Maltese, number 14.
Yeah, the
Beautiful
Maltese, you go
dog.
back, one of the richest dogs. I remember hotel owner Leona
Yes.
Helmsley, right? Famous. And
Sure.
she left her dog the name Trouble.
No, they
a
like
$12
to go by
million
the tail.
trust fund. It was
By
a
the
Maltese.
tail and the
I
chin.
want to come back as a Maltese.
And they're
like
used
that.
to it.
Yeah, she.
So it
And this
doesn't hurt them
Maltese
at
is a
all.
very
Weighs
tough
fewer than
breed today
7
against
pounds,
one of the
hardy,
top-
adaptable
They
pets.
battled
Most
it out.
recent
They've won national
2026
specialties each.
group wins.
And Pat Keene's dog that she
Aw,
bred
that's a
came out on
beautiful
top
dog.
today.
And right around for me.
Oh,
Great
it's so
Great for a show dog.
She wasn't the queen of meat, I guess. If she's gonna,
No, at least
Sure.
she was kind to her dogs, right?
Toy Manchester Terrier is a breed apart and is a little over 150 years old. This is the toy variety of the Manchester Terrier, named like the larger version for Manchester, England. The toy came to the United
delicious
States in the larger version and was an
gals.
immediate hit with people of taste and
bet.
discrimination. This is Toy Manchester Terrier, number 19.
Gals.
So now
Yes.
I will say there are some toy breeds that did have a job, and these were great ratters. You know, they were used to do the job because they also have the standard size, a little larger, but the toy Manchester was more than capable.
Toy variety does not exceed 12 pounds.
And the ears obviously always upright above the head.
1925. One group win.
Yes, they can have that, and they can have, and they also have cropped ears. And they also have a unique thing on their legs, the thumbprint marking that you see. It's a really required marking that we love to see to show that, you know, this breed is bred true all the way through. Yeah. So it's really, like, you know, they always say the thumbprint is the true mark.
100 years.
Great when you see the little front legs
showing at the Westminster. Amazing.
Miniature Pinscher is distinctly not a bred-down version of the Doberman Pinscher, as so many people apparently believe. In fact, this toy is by far the older breed. Min Pins are alert, active, fearless, and naturally inquisitive. The Hackney gait, which is high-stepping, free and easy gait, is correct for the breed. This is Miniature Pinscher, number 11.
And Jamie Little talking specifically about this Min Pin earlier.
Yeah, and you can see right away this unique gait that they have. And she's a young female, so she's done really well to come out here.
Yeah.
And Kim has bred quite a few of these. She's bred multiple generation best in show winners. Look at that stack just standing there. And that's a true temperament of Min Pin. I mean, they are great show dogs.
Only a
You guys, I realized that. I'd never noticed that the judges do that because I'm always so concentrated on the dog.
Papillon is French for butterfly, and the ears on this elegant toy dog resemble wings.
The little butterfly.
This breed was favored by the French monarchy in the 16 and 1700s. This Royal Spaniel comes in two varieties. The Papillon has erect ears, and the Féline, French for moth, has drop ears. This is Papillon, number 17.
Yeah, he's like
Stanley Corn, who's a psychology professor, researcher on canine behavior, had published The Intelligence of Dogs, a book that has been republished more recently. Among the brightest, he said 95% of them or more of the time they respond to their command, but Papillon was on the top 10.
Yeah,
Border Collie Poodle was the top 2 on that list.
When you can see their drive, because we saw them in agility here at Westminster, and they are unbelievable the way they listen and run as fast as they can.
The Pekingese has long been one of the most popular of all toy breeds. His tapering hindquarters, massive front end and mane earned him the name Lion
Now that dog has won.
The standard calls for an unhurried, dignified, and rolling gait, as you see here.
I love
he dates the 8th century in China, where he was considered sacred. This is Pekingese, number 17.
I want to see the stats. The Pekingese has won.
We just saw something very unique that you do with the Pekingese. You saw her pick it up because they're actually disproportionately weighted. So their front has a large rib cage and then a very tapering pear-shaped rear.
I thought they were checking for another Pekingese.
5 best in show wins.
Was
I told you. 2021, 5.
They have a great little roll about them. As they go down and back, they have this very breed-specific roll.
Group wins. Most in the group,
Have a rumble.
The Pekingese,
I don't know why they named him Lumpy. He doesn't look
that breed
lumpy.
wins a lot.
Probably affects
I knew it was a lot of best in show wins. So.
Now, I want to see what you're talking. It's almost like a struggle here.
Just going. No little pace.
Pomeranian is a Nordic Spitz breed that takes its name from the German province of Pomerania. They have been bred down from their original 20 to 30 pound herding and sled pulling ancestors to the 3 to 7 pound size today. These spirited and loyal dogs excel in the show ring at companion events and as therapy dogs. This is Pomeranian, number 17.
Gwen Stefani, Jessica Alba, proud Pomeranian owners at one time. So they come in about 23 different colors.
They have quite a variety of colors. So something for everyone. And you know, this is one of our little Spitz breeds, and we have quite a few Spitz breeds spread out through many groups. And when we say a Spitz breed, it's about the high set tail, the small prick ears, typically a foxy expression, wedge-shaped head.
So far, that's the
hard, outstanding coat, which you see.
1887.
Furry vest.
That's good.
So
beautiful shape.
This is the smallest variety of poodle. A diminutive copy of the miniature and standard poodles, never in excess of 10 inches tall.
Smash
The toy should have the same structure, intelligence, attitude, and beauty as the larger members of his
from
family.
Fuji, Japan.
And the same elegant style and
Wow,
grooming.
they brought this
This
dog
is
all the way
Toy
from
Poodle,
Japan
number
for this.
19.
Camera box in back for me.
That's amazing.
And from Japan, so we have 8 entries from that country. Japan has never gone on to win Best in Show, or a dog, I should say, in this show from Japan.
Yeah, and when we look at a poodle, you may think this is all for show, but it was actually a working clip. So all that hair on the body would protect the lungs, the heart, the organs, and then the hair on the feet would protect the joints. So when they swam and went into the water, because they were a working dog.
Yeah, they were.
So there's a purpose to all that. Now that,
absolutely.
Yeah. That looks
Because
very
the poodles are a
stylish.
working dog.
The pug almost
And
certainly
I'm telling you,
originated in China.
people watch the
Next
movie
appearing in Japan
Best
and
in
then
Show.
Europe in the
You
16th
will not be
century, he quickly
disappointed.
became the darling of
Oh, the
European
pug.
nobility.
Fantasy,
Pugs
I'm a
combine
toy
cocky
guy at
confidence with a
Chelsea.
friendly, sensitive, and sincere nature.
All right,
They're especially good with children.
Yeah.
This is pug number 34.
They're so cute.
Let me see him down and back just to,
Lucy,
to the camera box.
Give him a nice sturdy tap on his back.
Dog looks a little like,
'Cause they are sturdy
I
dogs.
picked up a couple of rescue pups for the family, and one's name is Wolf and one's Ellie, and they kind of have that with a Boston Terrier.
And pugs are great. You know, there's a little difference say, between the Peke and the pug, because the Pekingese has an envelope-shaped head.
In
The pug has this beautiful round head,
400 BC.
high-set tail curled over the back.
Oh my God! Look
Great
at the
show
tail
tonight.
curl. That's perfect.
And this
That
pug
dog is-
beat the top winning pug in the
See why he
country.
won Best in
So
his group.
this dog really
Or
put
Best
on
in
a
his
show
group.
today and did very well.
A favorite breed of the Russian aristocracy, the Russian toy is elegant, athletic, and cheerful. They are known for their playfulness and devotion as
Harry
companion
Potter
dogs. The breed
and
can
a
have
lot
a
of
smooth or long
titles.
coat, and they come in 6 colors. This is Russian toy number 11.
Super. Down to the camera box
Okay,
for me.
very
This is
cute
Bentley, a
dog
4-year-old from Florida.
with a lot of titles.
And obviously you can see one of the unique features are their ears with the adornment
Oh,
of
the
hair.
ears are everything.
It really sets them apart from many other
Oh my
breeds.
God, it's so cute. It's like a little bat.
And the ear shape is different. You know, and a Papillon, the tips are rounded and they're set a little more far apart. So they're not the same ears, even though they have the hair like a Papillon. It's not as much hair. So
It'll
there's
be
all
a
these
few more
little
years before it gets like
nuances that make them different. Yeah, great little dog, having a happy little time out there.
You know, you wonder what the other dogs are doing. This is the Beaver Terrier. Well, this is just kind of, I think he's been listening to you and I chatting.
Oh
right
no,
now.
right?
Don't worry, he'll perk up
I'm
when
with
his
you,
time
boo.
comes.
I'm ready for that. So. Is this the Lhasa? Oh, the
Shih Tzu was originally developed in China's imperial court by crossing ancient Chinese and Tibetan breeds. Later, the Shih Tzu flourished in England and has now become popular in the States. While the show dog wears long flowing coat, of family pets look charming and are easier to maintain in a variety of short clips.
He's like, give me
This
that
is
cat,
Shih
boy.
Tzu,
That's
number
nice.
11.
Camera box for me.
Top 5 ranking, trying to go back to back, but is to retire.
Oh,
We're
they're
talking about
so
dogs
cute.
coming out of retirement in this year's show. This looks like Comet's headed towards retirement at some point this year.
Yeah, so he was number
a
one dog
6
all
group
breeds
wins,
one
most
year.
recent
He broke
2024.
the 100
The
best in
chrysanthemum
show
face
mark, which is
dog.
a really great
Sturdy and
milestone.
solid for a small
He's
dog.
breeder, owner, handler. I mean, the dog's really done everything it could.
Yeah.
Hasn't won best in show here yet. So, you know, that's something to strive for.
Shih Tzu, of course, kids like to pronounce it differently when they see little Michael Jordan move there.
That's it.
The Silky Terrier is a toy with a heart of a terrier. The breed originated in Australia and is said to be a cross between the Australian Terrier and the Yorkshire Terrier. The breed was first shown in Australia in 1907, but not in the United States until the early 50s.
Okay.
This is Silky Terrier, number 11.
Okay.
Super. To the camera box for me.
Okay.
A 2-year-old. We've had a 1-year-old.
Now listen,
1.5.
we heard what the
And
guy said
Tuxedo the
earlier,
name from Florida.
but I haven't seen my breed
Yeah, they
yet.
notice this coat. They,
Let's see.
you're going to see a Yorkshire
Velvet
Terrier
Australia. Where is
later,
it?
which
He was
calls for a very dark
1960.
steel blue coat.
Wow.
whereas the color on this dog can be pigeon blue, slate blue. It's typically not as dark
dog. This
steel
dog
blue
is
as the Yorkshire
gorgeous.
Terrier, nor is the tan as rich typically.
And a little bit of that Napoleon complex. Overcompensation.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, that's what the dog is all
Toy
about.
Fox
It's all
Terrier
about
joined the
that
AKC Toy Group in 2003. Bred down from small Smooth Fox Terriers, the Toy Fox combines a spirited terrier attitude with the typical affectionate personality of a toy dog.
In case you
These
didn't notice,
fun-loving little
they
dogs love
get into
human
them balls.
companionship and make great show dogs, agility
them
dogs,
everywhere.
or
They keep
wonderful
their
pets.
area.
This is Toy Fox Terrier
Whether they're
number
male or female,
14.
they have to check and make
So we've
sure
talked
that
a lot about the
everything's
handlers and the
intact as it should be
professionals, the
there.
breeders, but there's also something else in this sport that's really great. We have junior showmanship. And he's no longer showing junior showmanship, but this young man came up, competed in junior showmanship, which is a competition to show your dog, and they judge you and the way you show your dog, not the quality of the dog. So it's a great way to start.
Yeah, great to see
And look
some-
how good he's doing. I mean, look how trained that dog is. He's doing a great job.
Luke Waters, one
Yeah,
past
it's one of the
senior
Water
handler
brothers.
in 2023.
Yorkshire Terrier traces its roots to the Terriers of Scotland and Northern England. Yorkies were a distinct breed by 1870 and first shown at Westminster in 1878. Today's Yorkie retains the hallmark
that's the
of the
oldest
breed,
we've heard,
an ideal dark
1878
blue
now.
silk body coat, high head carriage of shaded golden tan, and of course the self-importance of a toy terrier. This is Yorkshire
away.
Terrier number 8.
Oz's run away.
From Canada, lives in Puerto Rico with his handler. And Canada in 2015 represented a dog from Canada, won Best in Show here at Westminster.
Yeah, this is a lovely dog. You did very well over a
One
progressive
Best in
weekend.
Show in 1978.
And you know, when she was touching coat, she actually lifted it and felt it. You want that coat to feel cool to the touch, and it's a good sign that it's the correct texture.
And Yorkie Simon Cowell.
And by the
owner
way,
of New York.
what they're talking
Wonder
when
how
they were talking
judgmental he is
earlier
with his
about
own
ratters, that's what a ratter is.
Yorkie.
Dogs that are trained
kid, we care.
to find and catch rats or school them,
All right,
school them
so
off or whatever.
you kind of led us the last
That's what a
time
ratter
here,
is.
former handler and showman yourself here on this show here, or showing your dogs here.
They
Let's
didn't have it.
see what our Judge Angela Pickett
I thought
is
that
zeroing in
he
on.
said that the
25
won
from the toy group.
which is why I wanted to see it. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It was worth watching.
Can I have the Athens, please, right here?
Now the Athens Pincher.
So the Athens Pincher.
Have the Griff, please.
No, the Griffin,
Peter Pan,
Russell's
the Griffin.
Griffon.
Can I have the Havanese?
Oh, the
Can
Havanese.
I have the IG?
You said,
Can I have the Manchester? Can I have the Minton?
oh, the
Can I have the
Minton.
Palm?
And what was the other one? The
Can I have the
Pomeranian.
Shih Tzu? Thank you. Scoot back for me.
Okay, all right. And the Silky.
The
is that
number
the-
she
no,
calls
no,
out
no,
is
no,
up
no,
to
that's
her,
the
whether it's
Pizza.
6, 7, 8, right out of the group.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
can
okay.
select however many they want. If they think there's so many that are deserving, they can make it a little larger. They can just pull 4 out and think about the only 4 they want to think about to place.
So what's
We're
the
going to take these around one at a time, nice and easy. Come right back where you're at, one at a time.
so the second what's she exactly zeroing in
So
on?
really, right now, what's especially important in the toys is their carriage and their the way they carry themselves, the way their legs move. The coated dogs, you'll see how the coat flows, and you know, and each of these dogs has a little different gait too. The Havanese swingy when it goes around. You can see a little different carriage than say the Griffin. The IG, she'll look for that slight lift.
And they know it. They
And
know
also
they
that
are
curved
being
top line,
done.
you know, the
They
S
know
shape
that
that
they
we
made
talked
the
about
short
earlier.
list. These dogs know. They know how to
Manchester,
put on
same
the
thing, a
show.
little bit of a curve over the loin.
Oh my
Because they have to have that
god.
standing and moving.
That
And then
little
Pin will look for
miniature
that
pin
hackneyed
is
gait when it comes
everything.
around.
Is this the Alpen Pincher?
The
Oh,
palm, they always want to see when the palm comes. There we go. We want to see it in one piece, tail carried high.
no.
Just
Look
like
at
that. And then the Shih Tzu, that beautiful high carried tail,
Yeah,
head carried
it's
proudly.
a beautiful dog. That's a beautiful dog.
All were smooth.
They all look great to me. They did a really good job.
No.
They did not make it easy
Where's
for
she
her.
gonna go with this, man?
Tonight, the 2025 Westminster Kennel Club Toy Group winner is the Shih Tzu.
The Shih Tzu. Yeah, it was, yeah. Keep it on the show. Keep it on the show. Keep it. She knows it. Look at her. Look at her. She's like, I know. She's like, okay, but where's my treat?
So Comet is back. This is a lot about coming out of retirement, about coming back.
They're coming back for that last chance. They're doing it again.
You did a great,
When you think about the
job.
entries for the toy group, over 350, and then they whittled it down to 25. And Comet, the Shih Tzu.
I thought that the guy earlier
Jamie
said that the
standing by.
Bichon Frise won.
And Luke and Comet,
the toy group.
they do it again. It's just like last year all over again. I feel like all you do is
But
win
if
with
the
this
Bichon
beautiful
won
dog. What
its
is
group,
it about
that
Comet
means
that
it'll be
just
in the
keeps
best of
winning
show
these
category.
shows?
We'll see it there.
He loves it. He just keeps turning it on. Look how he looks up at me.
Exactly.
He loves the show.
Look at it.
Turn it
I
on.
think
They
there's
know.
something about the electricity here at Madison Square Garden. He knows.
Yeah, he just he enjoys every moment of this.
Told ya.
All right.
He's such a fun dog too. I'm so happy to be able to show him.
Great to see you two together. Jenny, he's going for best in show. He's won everything, but right here at Westminster, maybe tomorrow night.
That was awesome. All right, this is only like 10 minutes. Let's just watch the agility
in
real
the
quick.
8-inch class, Abby Papillon,
The Papillon.
handled by Andrea Samuels from Cape Coral, Florida.
Also
Like,
the
I don't
handler
think
of
that the
Fortune. So
agility
these
is
are
part
two
of-
dogs, same breed, same handler,
it's just
duking
a
it out
whole
here head to head. Right at the
If
end
they
of the
can
class.
And this dog is also a national agility champion. Look at her drive that dog walk.
You can see why.
Absolutely
9
spectacular.
seconds.
Same thing with these
Whoa,
weasels.
whoa. Dang! Woohoo!
We can't hear Andrea at all, but she is definitely talking to her
my
while they're
goodness.
running this.
Wow. Under 30 seconds. Under 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
That was spectacular. Absolutely breathtaking.
No fault. That was awesome.
Now you see why they're national champions.
Yeah.
Watch this dog. This dog just keeps accelerating.
That's not sped up video. That is real time.
It sure feels like they sped it up, but that is not what happened. And watch this weave poles. She really hunkers down a bit going through them and just drives through those poles.
That's amazing. That was
Andrea is saying a lot to her while they're out there running, but a lot of her body language.
In the 12-inch class, Swindle, the Shetland Sheepdog, handled by Abigail Beasley of Centerburg, Ohio.
Swindle's registered name is Run Like You Stole It.
And they do. That's how they run.
Yeah.
Abby and Swindle are multiple AKC World Team members. They've traveled to Europe multiple times to represent American Agility World Championships.
I'm ready, Mom. Let me go. I'm ready.
And they will
Oh, look at that
always
baby.
give it their all on these courses. We'll probably see
Mom,
Swindle
you're
talk
ready.
about it some too. Off they go. And Abby is way ahead of her on this dog walk and got all that speed out of that walk with her.
Whoa.
Again, she's going to keep pushing past these weave poles to keep driving Swindle as fast as the line as she can get her on. Look at that nice cross that they did.
Yeah.
Abby is leaving nothing to chance here. She has made it in the place
Did it.
she needs to be.
The other go.
Huge roar as Swindle goes into the lead.
That was
The crowd
wild.
loves it.
It's like a whole different. It's like not part of the actual.
And
of
Abby
the thing,
obviously loves it.
of the Westminster, but they do get their own trophy.
Look at Swindle going
And
through
there's
there.
nothing cuter except maybe the puppy bowl.
Tunnels are always fun, and Swindle accelerated right into that one.
But can she hold off our fastest qualifier in this class,
Uh-oh.
who's going to be the last to go?
Uh-oh.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Vanish, the Border Collie, handled by Emily Carmen of Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
So you said B and Vanish are teammates at international competition level, and now they're dueling it out here for this win at Westminster?
Yes, they are. In fact, they've dueled it out at a few different big national events over the last year. And you'll get a chance to see why as Vanish comes out of this tunnel and takes off. Look at that dog walk. Another meet.
That was
And they were right on cue coming through there.
Whoa!
Emily's going to get out a little bit in front so she can make sure she's driving through there.
1/100th of a second at the split.
Jeez. She's got to push her through this finish. That teeter was
Finish
just
it, finish it,
inch
finish it,
slower.
finish it, finish
And
it.
Vanish doing it.
That
Can she ever?
was amazing. 127 seconds. Whoa. That was nuts. That was nuts. I know, buddy. Okay, Mom, I'm going to check now. I'm going to check it in.
Look at this as she accelerates onto that dog walk. She is all go at that point. And of course, the reef holes are just a joy for her.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
Half a second faster than her international teammate B.
Shelby Cobra, the Border Collie, handled by Amber McCune of Newington, New Hampshire.
So it's fascinating here.
Shelby
Shelby Cobra was originally going to run fourth, but Amber, like we've seen a couple other handlers, has two dogs that are running in this class. So they're having Shelby Cobra go first to give Amber enough time to basically recover physically to get both dogs out there, because it is draining for the handler with as fast as these dogs are.
Absolutely. Watch this team. You'll see why she's going to need a little break. Shelby Cobra's a fabulous dog. They're very, very solid with their communication through here.
That's all right.
Amber's out there talking to her all the way.
Split time one. Okay.
She also does a lot of hand motions as needed going through.
Yeah. No.
Great job stopping coming down that A-frame just in case. You can just hear her pounding her way down.
I mean, Shelby was getting air, just flying on those jumps.
So look at this dog. This dog wants a tug toy, not food. Look at that dog walk. But she did put a quick stop in to make sure they got it. Good quick release on that. Weave pulse, solid. Just absolutely solid coming through there.
Wow.
And now the big celebration.
Right?
Sterling, the Weimaraner,
My God,
handled
a
by
Weimaraner.
Lori Barbie of Huntington Beach, California.
I would have thought that dog would be too
Sterling's
tall.
registered name is
For
atomic number
agility.
47, which, if you can
Oh my
guess, that's the
God.
atomic number for
Gorgeous.
silver.
Well, we don't see a lot of Weimaraners in agility. They're very large dogs, so it makes
That's
it a little
what
bit
I
more
said.
difficult for them. But they've
Yeah.
also bred to hunt, and that's what they like to do.
That's what I
Lori's worked
said.
very hard with Sterling, and they are an amazing, amazing top team in the country over and over
He's
again.
ready.
So let's see how they get through this course.
Was that Lori just trying to calm Sterling down before the run?
Just trying to make sure they're on the
wonder if
same
that-
page. As you can see, again,
Like
this is a hunting dog.
I think
This dog
it
is bred to run
a
out
little bit
large
of a-
distances.
Yeah.
So she's got to
So
keep
they
a
have
little
the
bit in check,
stamina.
but
I just
also
don't.
get this
I wouldn't
course
think
done.
they would have
Had a
the
huge
speed.
edge at the split.
Off
Yes.
they go. Watch this teeter as they go across it. Sterling just bangs it but says, I'm going to hang on.
That's impressive. Still. For a Weimaraner, didn't get it.
goodness.
Didn't get it.
But
Yeah,
still
that's
fast
a-
enough.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Again, this
that
dog is
big-ass
extremely
dog.
fast. That's very unusual to see a mistake like that from this team. And that just shows, even though it looks like something is right in front of the dog,
Oh,
the dog may not understand it.
But that's not a time penalty.
Yeah.
Even though she missed the last jump, you just come around and do it again?
yeah.
No, she did receive a penalty
she
for
did.
the Oh, that is correct in this one. My apologies. This is scored a bit differently. You're correct. That was all time.
Yeah.
And here's the ending again. Let's look at that. And so she moved out around it. I think she saw Lori's arm go out and saw it more as a signal to go around the jump
it.
instead of
I
over
agree.
it.
Yeah.
Welcome to our awards ceremony. I am joined by the president and show chairman of the Westminster Kennel Club, Don Surs, as well as Paul Campanella, senior director of event operations. Also here with me are the judges for tonight to present the awards, Michelle Fletcher and Paul Moore. The first award we have to hand out goes to the highest scoring All-American dog from the 24-inch class. The winner is Gable. Handled by Kayla Fihey of Lima, New York.
All right. We're getting long, so we're just going to move on to Best in Show, you guys.
Congratulations, Kayla and Gable. Now it's time to announce the overall winner of the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster and the recipient of a $5,000 check to donate to the AKC Training Club or Humane Fund of their choice.
Okay.
And this year's Master Green Jacket, provided by Purina Pro Plan Plus, is Vanish.
Huh?
Vanish, the Border Collie, handled by Emily Clarmar
that's
of
the one
Pennsylvania.
that had the shortest time, right? Because you know she won. She's like, Mommy, I won. I won, Mama, I won. I got the blue beauty. I got the big beauty, Mommy.
Emily, congratulations. I know you've got a lot to hold on to, including Vanish. How proud are you of Vanish and the performance here today?
I'm just completely speechless. We've been here once before, but we were not able to quite get the overall. She's 1 in a million, so to do this with her, I have no words.
How special is here as the Masters Agility overall champion?
Still no words. Just to be able to do this with her, we love what we do, and the results just kind of show, and we just try our best, and the chips fall where they fall, and we were able to get it done this time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the 12th Masters Agility Championship at Westminster, the 9th where the overall champion is a Border Collie. So if you want to get into agility, think about getting a Border Collie.
Okay, hold on. Let's go. We need Best in Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the 7 group winners competing for Best in Show at the 149th Annual Westminster.
Okay, for real.
The winner of the herding group, German Shepherd dog,
Shepherd Mercedes, remember? From the herding group. Remember Mercedes?
The winner of the working group, Giant Schnauzer, number 16.
Yep, the Schnauzer, yeah. There we are, the Giant Schnauzer. Okay, Monty. So we got to see 3 out of the 7 groups.
The winner of the sporting group, English Springer Spaniel, number 23.
We didn't see. Springer Spaniel. Telltale Bohemian Rhapsody. Ready. Okay, English Springer Spaniel. All right. And so yeah, they each come out and do a little lap so everybody can see who's up for the win. And then they do the same judging.
The winner of the hound group.
They have a judge.
Whippet, number 21.
Oh, it's a Whippet? Is that a Whippet? Yeah. Oh, it is. Yep. Of the hound group. Okay. Pinnacle Kentucky Bourbon. So yeah. Okay. We got the Whippet and the hound group. Interesting.
He's so cute. Hi, Beauty.
All right.
The winner of the non-sporting group.
The non-sporting
Look at him over there. Look at him over there. Sweet meal. Oh, he's so good. That's the best dog ever. That's the best dog in the world. Oh.
The winner of the Terrier Group.
The Terrier Group, Sky Terrier Arthur, Billington's Pure Shot, Greyjoy. Okay, the Sky Terrier. All right. Got those Maltese, ears. The butterfly ears. And we just saw this one.
The winner of the Toy Group, Shih Tzu, number 11.
Comet Hallmark Dolly out of this world. Okay, awesome sauce.
Jason Hoke, our analyst, Chris Myers, and those are the 7. We started with 200 breeds entered. We've come down to these 7 who have advanced. And the judge, Paula Nichol, will be your best in show ultimate decider.
Sir, take the shepherd over.
So
here's our
Paula Nichol is a great pointer breeder for the decades. She actually has a great history. She got her first pointer in 1976 with Tom Bradley, who was the past president and show chair of Westminster Kennel Club. So there's a great history of pointer people within the club.
The German Shepherd dog is a highly intelligent, exceptional family dog
it's the same
who enjoys
thing,
the endeavors of its owners.
For the
Originally
best
bred
show,
as a
as it
sheep
is
herding
for
and
all the
protection
breeds.
dog
So
in Germany. Today it is competitive in herding, obedience, agility, and tracking.
But it's only 7.
Very successful as both a service dog and a policeman's best friend and protector. This is German Shepherd dog, number 20.
Beautiful dog. Oh my gosh.
Mercedes, the 5-year-old female,
That's
the
the
cousin
dog
of
that will tear your
2017
face off.
Best in Show
Tear
winner,
your
and
face
also,
off.
of course, German Shepherd Rumor.
It's
That's all about the pedigree, isn't it? I mean, these are great dogs coming through year after
That's why they
year
are
from great
the police
breeders.
dogs.
It's a true credit to the breeders.
Yeah. Great dog. Yeah, and you know, all the celebrities come out for
Germany in the
the last,
late 1800s.
for the best in
It
show.
was almost certainly a herding dog, but the breed became popular
This
as
dog is
a guard
so
or watchdog. The miniature schnauzer, which is shown as a terrier, and the standard and giant, which are shown here as working dogs, are 3 distinct breeds. This is
terrier.
giant schnauzer, number 16.
Monty has won the working group.
And they
3
also know,
straight
like, the
years.
dogs
Beat
know
out
when
30
they get
others
chosen
to get it
out of
into
their
this
group.
spot.
And then
Yeah,
when
it
they
just
get
shows
the
how the
best in
judges
show,
feel about this
they
dog. You
put
know,
it
year after
on
year,
it.
the judges keep coming back
They
and saying,
really put
this
it
is
on.
one of the best working dogs in the country.
Yeah.
Been a while since a
They're
working dog has
three-time
won
group
Best in Show.
Three-time group win,
2004,
but not best in
longest
show.
drought
I don't think.
Look at that.
of any breed.
Gorgeous dog.
She's happy right now.
Yeah.
But you have to collect yourself now. You have to bring yourself back. You get that great stack. Then you have to calm down. Make sure
Exactly.
your dog looks perfect going back around.
Beautiful dog. Because they get excited. They know they're in the show. They know they are the big
The
deal.
true beauty of the English Springer Spaniel is found in the expression of
So
its
we didn't get
original
to see this
purpose.
dog before.
A companion gun dog
check
used
him
to
out.
flush or spring game. Springers were the larger siblings of the smaller sized Cocker Spaniels, and in 1902 were recognized as a separate breed. His kind, trusting nature brought him from field into the home. This is English Springer Spaniel, number 23.
Yeah, good dogs. Yeah.
The 6-year-old male Freddie, a bit of maybe the unexpected to win in this group.
Well, he came through as a top sporting dog. So, you know, and, you know, Robin has devoted
And
her
gorgeous.
life to this
Just
breed.
a gorgeous dog.
So to have Robin go back out here with her Springer is just, it's a great feeling.
20 best in show wins from the sporting group.
Beautifully cut.
Last time it happened was 2016
And that
with
dark
CJ, the
chocolate
German
color. Love
pointer.
So cute.
The Whippet
Okay.
looks similar
The
to a
Whippet.
greyhound, but it is smaller and a distinct breed.
Yeah.
For over a century, this extremely fast sighthound has been used as a rabbit courser and a racing dog in England.
That
The
makes
Whippet's stamina and power of acceleration are truly striking.
Yeah.
This is Whippet number 21.
They are like a greyhound, but no.
Bourbon coming out of
They have the
retirement,
agility
that
of a
theme.
greyhound.
We have one going
These look
into
totally
retirement
different.
after this event, but it tells you the value
Yeah.
of a
Look at
chance
this
to come
dog.
back and maybe win
That dog is
after
just
being
bred to race. Look at it.
reserved twice before.
Right, exactly. I mean,
Beautiful
two
dog.
runner-ups, and here she is again. And she's never looked better. I mean, she just looks like a star out there today.
9.5-year-old female.
Look at that stand. That's a beautiful dog. I see why I wanted sport. You know.
Just looking as graceful as ever out there.
Look at that gait on that dog. Wow. And these are all the other judges
The
probably.
Bichon Frise originated in the Mediterranean area, ultimately arriving in France. The name means small dog with curly hair, giving the appearance of a living powder puff. This high-spirited little fellow is a wonderful companion dog. This is Bichon Frise, number 19.
The 4-year-old.
Now I'm
Neil.
telling you, I wish they had the. I wish I'd seen that because I would like to
From a
know
group
the
of
stats on the
21.
Bichon because that
Maybe
that
the next Bichon to go
breed
best in
has
show
won
here.
best in show just as
Flynn.
much as the.
As you saw, who has won
As a matter
best
of
in
fact,
show
it was
once
a
before.
Pekingese that uprooted the Bichon.
He's
The
just putting on a
Bichon,
show.
that dog won like
Beautiful
5 years in a
gait,
row.
beautiful
Look at this
stack.
dog. Look at the stance.
Oh, I'm putting him in my pocket.
You see why he's just the
I want this dog. Look at this man. Oh!
The Skye Terrier evolved in the Isle of Skye to the west of Scotland. He's existed for probably 4 centuries and has
getting a
changed
lot of
little
love
during
in the
that
audience, this
time.
dog.
He is a hunting breed of enormous loyalty and makes a devoted companion. The Skye is at least twice as long as he is high with a level top line. This is Skye Terrier, number 9.
Within the terrier. Now that's interesting.
Well, listen to
because
this crowd. And I want to make a clarification. Antonella,
And then they
she,
just come
she's not the breeder, but she is the owner handler. But you know what makes this so unique? This is her first
I just think that
show
it would have been
dog
nice
ever.
to do the stats.
I mean, can you imagine?
Like they
You
did
get this dog,
during
you
the
condition it, you show it,
judging.
you win the biggest terrier show, and then you
You
come
know?
to Westminster and win the terrier
could do
group
that,
as
you
a newbie. I mean, a complete new person to our
Such a
sport.
cute
What
dog.
an amazing story to have a person that bought a show dog and comes here and wins.
And she said, turning 8
Oh
and headed into retirement and one last
my
shot.
God, look at how cute.
The Shih Tzu was originally developed in China's imperial courts by crossing ancient Chinese and Tibetan breeds.
Yeah.
Later, the Shih Tzu flourished in England and has now become popular in the United States. While the show dog wears a long flowing coat, family pets look charming and are easier to maintain in a variety of short clips.
Yeah.
This is Shih Tzu, number 11.
And the Shih Tzu and the Lhasa are
And
very
back-to-back
similar.
wins
We
in
always
Detroit
kept our
Group
Lhasa
4.
with short hair.
Comet. Last
Because that
best
is
in
a lot
show
of
win
hair to take care
for
of.
the Detroit Group.
Big shake.
She's like, don't shake, don't shake.
You know, we might forget this was a top dog all breeds one year. So you know this dog comes in with
Dude,
a
I
huge
can't.
pedigree on his shoulders. Breed owner handled by Luke Eric.
And the handler, I was just going to say, the handler's doing
He's been
amazing.
breeding Shih Tzus for many years with such great
Killing
success.
that dog.
High quality line.
Yeah.
Since you have judged in this arena, what is she looking for here?
Dog there.
So she's comparing every dog to its own standard.
And I'm telling
And
you,
you know,
I don't
showmanship
think
is going to
that
come down to of it
dog
and how they look.
that I
Ultimately,
thought
it is
won
based
is
on the
even
standard.
so it's going to be a total surprise. to
And
me,
then it's up to her.
who wins.
What if
Here
they're
we go.
all
Here we go.
perfect
Here we
with their
go.
standards, or as
What we've
close
been waiting for
as they
two
can
and a
be?
half
There's
hours
always
for
little
this
things
moment
we
right
find
here.
as a judge, and it's about judging the
God,
virtue.
so
We don't look
tough.
for the bad parts. We look for the
Like to
beautiful
see them go
parts.
around one at a time,
Okay. Yeah.
breed appropriate speed. But first, let's
First.
take a deep breath. Enjoy this moment.
Yes.
Okay? Go right ahead.
Exactly.
Great statement.
That
So
was.
can
Because
one of the
I
dogs
think I
make
just
or
breathed
break
the first time.
the decision with this movement?
Sure, this is where she is
Yeah,
deciding
because I
whatever.
think in the other
She
thing it
wants
looked
to
like
see
it was
the
a
dogs.
large white dog.
When we say breed appropriate, it's
Breed
how
that
that
was
breed
breed
should
winner,
actually
but
move.
I mean, was the best
Sometimes
in
we
show.
disturb
So
it by going too
yeah,
fast.
there's no
So she
large
just wants
white
the
dogs
nice
in
pace
this
so she
line
can see
here.
the whole
So
picture.
it'll be interesting to see how
How they're
she
just
moves.
moving perfectly. The springer,
And a lot of the stuff like
the
we
whip
don't
it,
get it. We can just look at it, but
and
then she's
Bichon
like actually
Frise's coming up
studying
next.
the
Moving out
skeletal
beautifully.
structure of the dog and whether it's been bred or not
That
bred,
Sky
all the
Terrier
things,
just going
everything
right
is intact,
along.
all the teeth it does, the gait. He's judging it all. So
And the Shih Tzu
she's
comic.
we're just judging on looks
Finishing
and
off the lineup.
what we think is a good
In
gait.
front of a sellout crowd at the
And if
Garden.
the dog
One of
is
the
giving
largest
a
crowds,
good
probably the
show,
largest in a
I mean,
decade.
that's what it is. It's got to be about giving a good
And
show.
they have shared in the
Where's she gonna
excitement.
put it? Where's she gonna land? Oh, that's right. Sorry, they do have to do the official.
Here it comes.
Write
the
it
moment.
into the
So
book.
she's
They have to
gonna-
write it in the book.
So
Who
she's
is
going
the
to pick
winner?
reserve best in
Then they
show
will
first. So she'll
announce
pick her
it.
runner-up, and then she'll announce the best in show winner.
Yep. So once she's made the decision, she has to write
People
it in
at
the
home,
book.
I'm sure you
I
already
forgot
have
that part, and then
your
they do the announcement.
best picked out.
Because
And
then
here
it's
comes
like
New York
everybody
City at
gets
its
out
best, cheering out the dogs they want to see
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
I love this part.
The
You
Bichon, the
expect
Bichon, the
nothing
Bichon,
less.
the Bichon, the Bichon, the Bichon.
They've been active
What's
participants.
interesting to me is, oh my God, she's gonna do it. She's going right
This is the
in.
moment. We
She's
have a
going
reserve
right
best
in.
in show.
Oh my God, who's she gonna pick? Oh my God.
Tonight's lining is simply stunning. Congratulations to all of you.
Exactly. Oh my God. Who's she gonna pick?
And the breeders behind these beautiful dogs. And reserve best in show will go to the Whippet.
Bourbon, the Whippet, 3 reserve best in shows. It's still a great win.
Whip it good, but
Oh, the
as
reserve
runner-up,
best in
not
show.
good
Okay.
enough to be best in show, but what a run coming out of retirement
Yeah.
at 9.5 years of age.
Yeah, she looked beautiful.
That's a beautiful dog. That was third place. I thought she was just going right in.
This is the moment. Best in show.
This is it. That's the show. This is it. Bichon.
I've always loved all the history and tradition that is Westminster. And I'm sure everyone here tonight is as happy as I am for Westminster to be back in Manhattan. And here at the iconic Madison Square Garden.
Oh my God,
for
come on,
Best
tell
in
us.
Show at the 149th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Bichon.
I choose the giant schnauzer.
Monty! He did it! 3 years and he finally wins best in show. What an incredible moment.
And he knows it.
Monty the Magnificent, your 2025 best in show with a giant schnauzer.
Congratulations, Sandra Nordstrom, Katie Bernadette, and Cheryl Ann Ambrose.
And now
What a
Best
great
in
win
Show.
for all of you tonight. Incredible.
3 straight group wins. You joked about a three-peat, but nothing like winning it all.
No.
Ask anybody who's been there, who's felt a championship or being on top of things at the Garden. And that's where Monty
Wow,
and his
Monty.
owner, handler, breeder,
Pulled it
are
out this year. Let's
celebrating,
see your
and that
face.
ends the longest drought of any
I know,
particular
that's
breed.
right.
The working group last win
He's like,
2004,
we
so
busted our
Monty
asses
is look at that reaction.
What else is there to do? There's so much emotion
He
when
deserved
you win
it.
here and all the hard
Oh,
work
so that
for
was
all the
second
years
place.
that you put into it.
I thought they were going to beat one for a second there.
from the working group. And you were on Monty early.
Yep.
Yeah, I've awarded Monty Best in Show, and I can't think of a better dog.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
Well, she does it. Katie finally pulls it off 3 years in a row. You win the group. What was the difference tonight for you and this beautiful Monty of yours?
He's speechless.
There is no difference. He always tries so hard.
It's her owner.
And I'm just proud of him. I always call him my secretary because he never stops.
Oh.
I know he's your dog.
Yeah.
Talk about this show, what it means just to be here, but this moment right now as you're taking it in with all the trophies. You're gonna ruin my picture. Tears are good. The emotion, how much it means to
You're gonna
you.
ruin my picture.
Puppy did the damn thing. And I'm so proud of him. That's what it means.
Well, get ready. Monty is going around Manhattan. They are going to be on a media tour, and they win Best in Show,
Yeah,
Jenny.
that's awesome.
Jamie, thank you.
I
The
don't know if that's
emotion
her
says it all.
flip
Congrats
showing.
again to Monty,
Oh,
the
it is.
giant
It's just
schnauzer, this year's Best in Show winner. Remember, we started with thousands of dogs, and we end with just one. We wrap up the night.
That was awesome. That was awesome, you guys. No complaints. Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. Did you guys see that coming? I did not see that coming. But it was good that we got to actually see Monty in the group judging. So yeah, so that was great that we got to actually see the group of the winner. So yeah, that was really, really good, you guys. I would love it if you would drop me a comment and let me know if you enjoyed watching the show. Did you leave a comment into what was your favorite breed and who you thought was going to win? I would love to know that. And yeah, this was a lot of fun, you guys. If you would like for me to do more reactions to different things like this, I don't know a lot about a lot of stuff, but I do know dog shows. So that's why I thought it would be fun. And again, like I said at the top of the video, I did think that it was just airing this past week because that's what was on my nationaltoday.com website told me that it was going to be on the 6th of May. So neither here nor there. We got to see it. We got to do it. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you made it all the way to the end of the video. And if you did, I hope it encourages you to subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Don't forget to check my community tab, because that will always let you know when videos are going to go up. And also follow me on Instagram for any other really fun tidbits of information that you'd like to know about marketing, branding, and all the social media fun. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until next time, stay fashionable. Bye. Oh yeah, then I always have to turn off the StreamYard. Good night, everyone.